Welcome to the channel, and welcome to this 2,000 point game of Warhammer the Old World. It's Dwarves versus Dark Elves. Today on the channel we are in the north of the Old World, and an intrepid band of dwarf mercenaries are escorting miners to recover an old prospect. They've camped for a few days whilst their rangers suss out the trail ahead, but unfortunately the Dark Elves of Harganath have got wind of them and are coming raiding. So we are playing open battle, so we are basically just going to line up and kill each other, steal our standards, kill our generals, and generally make a nuisance of each other. The Dwarves are going to be over here, the Dark Elves are going to be coming on from here to raid their camp. A few shout-outs. The battle mat is from Urban Mats, as are the buildings. That tower is from GameMat.eu. These are Urban Mats. The braziers and the big barrel o' ale and the little barrels, they are all March of War. And these trees are old GW, as is the hill. But I believe these are now up for a made-to-order pre-order at time of filming. But I'm now thinking at time of release, they probably still won't be there, so... whoops. Anyway, so that's the scenario. And I am joined on the channel today, bringing his dwarves for the first time in a very, very long time, is Moog. Say hi, Moog!
Now then, hi up.
I said say hi, Moog.
Oh, say hi, Moog. Hi, Moog.
Hi, that's better. Thank you. You're going off script. Yes, you've brought your dwarves.
I have, yes.
But very much looking forward to this, because the last game we played was, I reckon, about 2 years ago, and it was the first episode of our AOS Siege of Excelsis campaign, because you have Disciples of Tzeentch for AOS, and they featured at the very start of that campaign, but then I somehow contrived to have none of the other factions being anything you play for the rest of the campaign, and because I've been mostly AOS for years,
I didn't take it personally.
Got much. And anyway, so we had a little gathering a while ago, a few friends round to play some AOS, to play some Old World, and you're like, oh. Yeah.
That's a game I could play.
I've got some dwarves. Like, and like 8 weeks later, you've got 2K.
Yeah.
And this is your first game.
It is my first game.
And it's my first game filming against dwarves. So disclaimer: we will get rules wrong. So
certainly.
If we do, please drop a constructive comment in the comments and tell us where we're wrong, give us a page reference and stuff, but hopefully it won't detract too much from your enjoyment of the game. Thoughts?
Yeah. Right, thoughts. You're going to come at me and I'm going to have you.
Yes, excellent. That is a dwarf plan, if ever I heard one. In fact, it's the Dark Elf plan as well. We're going to come at you, and your plan is to have me as a result.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to stand there and, Yeah.
Right, let's take a look at the armies. Here we have 2,000 points of Dark Elves, and there is a very specific theme to this army. And as you may have seen from my previous videos, I have a few different themes with the Dark Elves, because they hail from different cities, and the different cities have different leanings. This is from the city of Harganath, which is the Cult of Cain's main city. So it's all about the witch elves and things. So I've got all my Cainate units, and then these are all Black Ark Fleet units. These are basically forces from Harganath and the taxi that brought them. That is the theme. So that's why I've been a little limited on units, and for me, more so than normally, I have much more upgrades and kit than I ever normally like to take, because I didn't want to compromise the army theme. You'll notice there's no sorcerers, so I've got no spellcasting. There's no warriors, so I've got none of that sort of reliable infantry. I don't have any Reaper crossbows for that long range punch, so very much a themed list. So speaking of the themed list, what do we have? So the general of the army, commanding the... Well, really, he's commanding these guys, but he knows what they're going to do because they're Cainate. So he's the general. He's the general of the army. It's the High Beastmaster. He's riding a Manticore, which has a venomous tail upgrade, so he'll get a single strikes first attack with poison. He has a bit of kit. He has the Black Pendant of Carleth, or however you want to pronounce it, which gives him a ward save, but the ward save gets better if the strength of the attack is higher. So it's a 5+ against strength 1 to 4, and 4+ against strength 5 or higher, trying to give him a bit of longevity. Because even though he's on a Manticore, he's not got a great save, and he's only got a toughness 4. So he can be shot down from range. I wanted to give him a healing potion, because to get some wounds back, but instead I wanted to be thematic, so I've given him the Black Dragon Egg that he can eat. I'm not sure this is worth the points. It either increases his toughness to 6 or gives him the it gives him a breath weapon attack, Noxious Breath, but it only lasts till the end of my turn. So I can either make myself toughness 6, then fly into combat, so that I'm toughness 6 of the return fight, but if I'm getting shot at in your turn, it doesn't make any difference. Or I can fly forward and use the breath weapon, but that means I'm not charging you. So I don't know how that's I'm not sure that's worth it, but that's a thematic. I can just imagine he's got a sort of a 6-pack of eggs and a cardboard carton on his waist, and he just slips one out and nom 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 mid combat. But he's got a no more than one a day rule, because it's plays havoc with the digestion. Anyway, so that's the Beastmaster. He is the general. In many ways, I think my general should probably be someone who isn't going to get brutally murdered first time out. In fact, he was a late addition to the list. It should probably be the fleet captain. In fact, I'm going to change my mind. He's going to be the general. It doesn't affect anything other than me saying who the general is.
Okay, that's fine by me.
So he's going to be the general.
Yeah.
He's not the general. He's going to be the general.
Yeah.
Chances are I will entirely forget about this mid-game and treat him as the general.
General's being a typical cowardly dark elf and hiding in a unit of men.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Yep.
Exactly right. It was because there were a few versions of this list. It was all depending on how much we both got painted. You'll notice some of these are newly painted. And I know Moog has been working furiously on his Darwy. And we got up to 2k, so he was an addition to the list, and actually he makes a better general. So yes, lastminute.com, he'll be the general. So the general, he's a Dark Elf Master, but he's basically the Black Ark Fleet Captain. He has the Blood Armour, which gives him a 5+ save, but for every wound he inflicts in close combat, that save increases by 1.
Ooh.
To a maximum of 2+. So you've got to kill him early.
Yep.
Otherwise, he ends up with quite a chunky save.
Yep.
But, dwarves are toughness 4, so they are going to be harder to kill.
Yep.
He hasn't got a special weapon. He's just got 2 hand weapons. So, whilst I have bought a lot of kit, none of it's... I don't think any of it is massive and overpowering. It's not meant to be. It's meant to be thematic. So, he's general. Then we have the Death Hag. She has Witch Brew, which is one of her special K8 rewards. So any unit that she joins will not lose Frenzy for the entire game as long as she is alive. So even if they lose a combat, still frenzied. But of course now Frenzy only works on the charge, so not as big a deal. Right, now we have a K8 Assassin. He has a special deployment rule. My opponent does not get to know where it is until I reveal him at the start of any command step. Any start of turn step. I think it's start of turn step, I'll have to check. So he is hidden in a unit. And I'm going to ask Mr. Moo to look away now whilst I point at the unit he's in. I have pointed and returned the camera. And Moog's back in the room. Kit-wise, he has Dark Venom, which is one of his forbidden poisons, which gives him Killing Blow. So he may off someone on a natural roll of a 6 to wound. He also has a Potion of Strength. So if he is going to be assassinating someone, he's going to be a bit stronger on the turn that he leaps in and attacks. So they're the characters. We have 3 core choices. So we have 2 units of 20 Black Ark Corsairs. 1 unit has the hand bows and weapons. The other unit has 2 hand weapons. Now they're both open order. This unit can't be close order, so I won't get the close order benefits in combat for these guys, but I will get rank bonuses, which obviously I'm not going to get over here. But they do, because they are open order, they can still do quick turns. These are going to be quite manoeuvrable. These are my only long-range shooting units, and by long range, I mean 12-inch range. So I use the word wrongly. They're my only range unit. Now, because I have a Death Hag, 1 unit of Witches could be core. So that is a unit of 20 Witches. They are flying the Banner of Harganath, which increases the AP of their weapons by 1. So they'll be reducing armour saves of those heavily clad Dwarven by 1. Of course, they'll probably end up fighting Slayers, which have no armour, and it'll be entirely useless, but it's not the point. They're flying the flag of their city. Did I mention? No, I didn't. This unit has the Cold-Blooded Banner. The banner has been soaked in the blood of slain cold ones. Once per game, I can roll an extra dice for a leadership or a break test to try and get a better result. It gives them a grim, steely resolve. Then the last units to go through are the Harganath Executioners. I'm going to be really interested to see how these play, because on paper their weapons are really great, but of course I'm only going to get 1 attack each on the charge against units that will get many attacks on the defence because of the way the massed ranks now works for infantry. So to give them a bit of a boost, the leader has got the Pearl of Infinite Bleakness, which makes them immune to psychology. So they're going to be immune to panic, fear, and terror. So even if some of these get chipped away as they make their way across the board, they are not going to run. They also have the Standard of Slaughter, which is another Dark Elf special. Most of these upgrades are Dark Elf special ones because, thematic. In fact, I think it's only the Potion of Strength that he's got that isn't the Dark Elf only one. I couldn't find an appropriate one. The Standard of Slaughter on the charge will give them plus D3 to their combat resolution, so that may make up for something. I don't know. We shall see. I've also given them the Drilled upgrade for 2 points a model. That's costing me a significant 40 points for that. What that basically means is before the movement phase, they get to make a free Redress the Ranks move. In practical terms, this means I can deploy them in a marching column and move them at 3 times their movement, and then in the following turn, redress the ranks before I declare a charge, which is not something you can normally do, hence the Drilled, hence the 40 points. And that is 2k of Dark Elves, or as also correct tried to tell me, Dark Elvis.
Okay, yeah.
War Hydra. War Hydra. Forgot to mention the War Hydra because it hasn't got any upgrades. Most of its stats are based around the number of heads it has alive, and its wound characteristic is the function used for that. So, like, its base attacks are 2 plus its number of wounds, which means it's got its 5 heads give it 7 attacks. The strength of its weapons, its breath weapon, are based on its number of attacks, that kind of stuff. These are both terror causing, so I'm hoping to use that to my advantage. Quite an elite army for the Dark Elves, certainly more elite than I've played before, but based around a theme, we shall see how it does. Do you have any questions, sir? Because your questions may be the same as the questions that the people at home are having.
Is that tasty? Because the Slayers want it.
Reasonably, 200 points. It's 200 points tasty.
Okay.
It's situationally tasty. It regenerates, so it grows heads back when you cut them off.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Long-term food source then.
Well, a given head may grow back when you cut it off. If it doesn't then later come back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, statistically, you're likely to get 7 or 8 heads for the price of 5.
Fantastic.
6 or 7 heads for the price of 5, sorry.
Sold.
Yeah. So, yeah, reasonably good. Its leadership is low. So if it gets beaten, it's likely to run away and get run down. But I think I'm right in saying it's immune to psychology, so you won't make it panic.
No. It's got a breath weapon, doesn't it?
It does, yes, it does. Now it's a good point. This guy, the High Beastmaster, can goad beast. So a beast within, I think, 12 inches of him can be goaded into having more attacks. It can be his own mount, or it can be another nearby beastie. So in theory, I should put these close together.
Yeah, I'd do that.
And I do have the manticores are willful beasts. I have to make a test to stop it being impetuous at the start of each turn, so it might decide it's going to attack you whether I want it to or not.
Fantastic.
Another good reason for you to be the general. And there we go. Right, looking forward to this. Let's take a look at the dwarves. Okay, and here we have 2,000 points of dwarves. In fact, what's the proper name? Dwarven Kingdoms?
Yes.
Dwarven Kingdoms, and these look lovely. I like the way they're all sort of snow-based. The theme of the army, it's a northern Carrack, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, very far north. Yeah, but they've lost it, so that's why they're not actually carrying their hold colours. Most of them are using black banners and dressing in black.
Ah, so they're doing the old Dwarven shame thing, and they're running around kicking stuff in until they get their Carrack back.
Yeah.
Nice, like it. Okay, so what's the Carrack called?
I haven't got that far. It will have a name.
Ah, right, okay. I thought it had one. That's great. So they don't speak the name of it.
No,
out of shame.
They're just known as the Black Shields.
It'll only be spoken when they've retaken it.
Yes, it'll only be spoken when I've
made it up. Hurrah!
Yay!
Hurrah! Okay, so yes, we are in quite wintry terrain. Although this encampment is in a valley which is shielded from the northerly winds, so has been spared from most of the smoke. Plus, these massive dwarven fires have made a lot of things melt. I don't have any snow terrain, and so we are looking at the units. So this is a unit of quarrelers.
Quarrelers, yep.
So crossbows. Any special upgrades on these guys?
No special upgrades on them at all.
Okay, so they've got the quite long range. Then over here we've got thunderers, which are handgun guys.
They are. There's no upgrades on them either, I don't think. Let me just double check that one. Nope. Standard bearer musician. Everything else is full.
Okay, yeah, full command.
Yeah.
Full command. In the middle we have miners. So these guys have got basically mining charges of some sort, haven't they?
Blasting charges.
Blasting charges. They've basically got hand grenades. They're a 6-inch range throwing weapon. They can ambush if you choose to. They're sneaking around in. If I get through the day without accidentally saying Dwarven, it'll be a miracle. They're sneaking around. I've been indoctrinated.
Ah, Darwill.
Darwi. Yeah, you're a fan of the audiobooks of. Yeah. You're not a Dwarven, you're a bloody dwarf. Don't be so stupid.
You just said the B word there twice.
Yes.
Can we bleep it out?
I think the B word.
It's thematic for the dwarves, isn't it?
I think in limited in context, I think it's okay. It's if it's on the audio book, I think it's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's all right. And we're merely quoting in the style of the narrator for the Gotrek Realm Slayer books. Yes, I take a great. I love those books. For me, they're a little bit like Caiaphas Cain, not in space, except a bit nutsier. Anyway,
I've not read them actually. I'm getting my inspiration from Shadow of the Horned Rat, the old computer game.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
And Warhammer Total War as well.
I do.
They're very, very northern.
I do thoroughly recommend the AOS Realm Slayer books. It doesn't give anything away to say at the very start, Gotrek turns up and he doesn't know he's in the mortal realms, and all the dwarves around him are talking about Dwarven and so on. And he's really confused. He goes, "You're not a Dwarven, you're a bloody dwarf. This place makes no sense." And that's all with it. And people keep calling him a fire slayer, and he headbutts them.
Okay, yeah, I'll get those audiobooks.
I thoroughly recommend those. It's a great series, and again, this doesn't get given away a lot, but he ends up with a rune that won't leave him. And there's a dark elf whose job it's been to steal the rune, but she's got to try and get it off him. And so she's got to try and kill him. So she follows him round looking for opportunities to off him and pretend she's his friend. It's very good.
Yes.
And at various points they end up with an insane stormcast at one point, and with a crazy human priest at another, and I mean, complete and total digression from what we're talking about here.
Absolutely,
but
thematically appropriate.
Indeed. Right, back in the room. Yes, so they can ambush. They can go through all the Dwarven tunnels or rapidly dig their own.
Yeah.
So they can ambush if they so choose. You've also got the steam drill, I think. So
that might just be the model. I don't think it's actually an upgrade anymore.
Oh, I saw it in the book when we looked earlier. So it may or may not have a special weapon on the champion. We will find that and go through it when we get into combat.
Certainly haven't paid for it.
Okay. Right, then I think we've got 2 units of warriors, 19 each.
Yeah.
With I wonder what the spaces are for. They're going to have some characters with them.
Yeah.
One of them has got a special rune banner.
Passage.
Hesitation, is it? The rune of hesitation?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Rune of hesitation on one of them.
So one of them, if I charge it, I don't count as charging for the purposes of weapons and special rules.
That's
so
right.
that would negate like the frenzy on my witch elves.
That one.
And
That one's got it.
Yeah. And yeah, they're going to get some buffs from the heroes, from the characters that are going to join them later on. These are Iron Breakers.
They are.
They're a bit more special because they've got like the Grommel weapons and things, which give them some rerolls on saves and some extra AP on their hits. Right. They have anything special? Any special adds?
They're drilled.
They're drilled. Okay, so these can march whilst they're close to the enemy and they can redress the ranks for free. Same as my Executioners of Hargonath.
And there is a rune of courage on the banner, so psychology, no.
Immune to psychology. Ironically, but you've given them the same 2 upgrades I gave my Executioners of Hargonath. I don't want them.
Middle of the field, punching each other. Yes, yeah. I think it's going to have to happen.
Well, I didn't want the Executioners running away because one of them got shot at range. Because it's very much on brand for me to get shot in turn 1 and run off the board.
Yeah,
that's definitely a pull.
Oh well, hopefully these won't be running anywhere.
Well, they were. It just take them a long time to get there.
Yeah.
Then we've got 9 Slayers.
Yeah.
They've got all sorts of special rules, but basically they're unbreakable. They always wound on 4s.
Yeah, they've got a selection of weapons in there, so that'll be interesting when it comes to combat.
We'll cover those when we get to them. Then we've got the Hammerers. They've got a boatload of extra rules. Basically, they're super chunky. They've got full plate and great weapons and all the toys. Do they have any upgrades?
I don't think I've got any upgrades for them. Let me just double check very quickly. Hammerers, no, I think that's just hammerers straight out of the box.
Okay, these 2 units, we made a mental note to when they get into combat, check all their rules before we use them.
Things going to get interesting.
Yeah. All the units with shields have got the shield war rules, so they're less likely to run off.
Yep.
We've got a cannon, so there'll be some artillery bouncing-y stuff going on.
Now, the cannon. The cannon. I didn't mention this when we were going through the preamble. Does have some runes.
Do you mean the pre-preamble?
The pre-preamble.
Yes. When we were working,
you were preambling, and then there was a sort of a post-preamble. Post-amble.
Yes. Yeah. It was pre-film.
Right.
Pre-camera on.
Yes. Yeah. There was ambling.
Yes.
Right. The engineering runes on the cannon are... It's got a rune of forging, which does... may use a reroll single misfire on the artillery dice.
Right, okay.
It has a rune of burning, which gives it the flaming attacks rule.
Okay.
And the rune of reloading, which... when inscribed with the rune of reloading, can shoot every turn, even if it misfired and malfunctions during the previous
Okay, so it's going to get to roll a misfire dice. It does the flaming attacks, and it can still shoot even if it misfired the previous turn.
Yep. Nice.
And that brings us almost onto the characters. We'll come back to this in a minute. So you've got a gyrocopter with a rattle gun. Classic gun, sorry.
Yes.
So
this rattle where I come from.
Once a game, it can fly over stuff and drop bombs on it and do lots of hits. Aye. It's going to be a long day. The abuse we're going to get.
Yep.
It's a shooty skirmisher. It's got fire and flee.
Yep.
Lots of toys like that. It's got a vanguard move, mobile flying gun.
Yeah, it's scouting for the miners, basically.
Scouting for the miners. Yes, good stuff. Right, then, characters. I keep wanting to say heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's an engineer.
Engineer.
He's going to go with the cannon.
Yes, and bucket.
Because he's an engineer, he can't be shot whilst he's near the cannon.
Correct.
And he lets them re-roll an artillery dice.
Yep.
So you have 2 once per turn artillery dice re-rolls.
Yep.
On a unit that's rolling 2 artillery dice. So that's going to be super reliable.
Yep.
Nice combo. Right, there's 2 rune smiths.
Yep.
One with a rune of passage.
One with a rune of passage, and another with a rune of the forge or rune of forging.
Rune of the forge. So one gets the unit gets a 3+ ward save against flaming attacks. The other one gets move through cover.
That's right.
You commented when we were talking earlier, oh, there's not a lot of woodlands on the board. The reason there's not a lot of woodlands on the board is I'm yet to do... I think I need to make life easier. I need some sort of cut-out silhouettes to put trees on to easily demark it, and I don't have that at the moment. So I'm shying away from those right this minute, but they're on the list. I've just got to get Siege of Excelsis done and dusted, and... That's probably won't make any sense to people who are just watching the old world stuff. But it's a 24 episode AOS campaign we've been playing for over 2 years. The last 3 episodes are being filmed in September, and I'm in the process of painting 3K of Daughters of Cain for it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think with 12, how many episodes did you say?
24.
I think it's earned the title of epic now.
Well, very possibly.
Yeah.
Very possibly. But it's really controlling my painting schedule, man. I just want to paint Old World. I'm going to have a massive Old World binge when that is out of the way. Our new army's just popping out all over the place.
Just here to watch the Old World stuff. Watch this thing. Get over
well, yeah, man.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, I digress. Right, we have a Giant Slayer.
It is a Giant Slayer. Dragon Slayer.
A Dragon Slayer. We have a Dragon Slayer who will go...
a couple of Giant Slayers in the unit over there.
With the Slayers. Yeah. He's a bigger Slayer, does more slaying, does multiple wounds against monsters, behemoths, and so on.
Yeah.
And then, last but by no means least, we have the Thane, who's got a bucket of special rules
Toys.
And a rune of Aldrich the Mad?
Alaric the Mad.
Alaric the Mad?
The rune of Alaric the Mad,
which ignores...
is a weapon rune.
Ignores saves.
Yes.
Basically.
Yep. You get a ward save only.
Ward save only. Ouch. I do have some regenerating units, so that is an ouch. That's an ouch. He's also got a couple of special rules. Does he have a grudge stone?
Ward and regeneration saves can be attempted.
Right.
Yeah, so you get the regen save.
He's also got some other special rules for being a Thane, which we will cover off should they come up. But he does have hatred all enemy characters.
Yes.
So he's rerolling to hit against my characters. I really hope an assassin can pop up and try and stab him in the face. Whether he kills him before he gets utterly flattened in return will be the stuff of legends.
Yeah. I'm regretting not putting him where the hammer is, actually. But
well, you still can. You've got gaps in here, but honestly, these guys will... You know yourself from your live role-playing days, just because you normally stand with one guy, when things change, your tactics change. And you don't attach the characters to the units before deployment, you put them in during deployment. The only reason we've left these gaps is because you put all the units down, then all the characters deploy in one go, and you displace models from the unit. This is just for convenience, so nothing ties you into that whilst we're deploying. It's still decisions that you can make. Because if he goes with hammerers or longbeards, he confers the hatred characters rule to them as well.
Yes.
I'm given my Manticore as a character. I've got an assassin, and I've got every unit bar 2 is a character or has a character in it.
Yeah.
So,
given that the hammers are supposed to be the Royal Guard, it stands to reason they go with.
So you can give that some thought. There's no reason why one guy might be off in the bushes. It's and the timing for the battle was just terrible.
Yeah.
Or he died yesterday, or still asleep, insensible from the day before, and is going to be shamed the next day into joining the Slayers. Who knows?
Attack of dysentery.
Who knows? Well, quite.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. That's. God, we can ramble when we get together. I've forgotten that. Okay, so I think we're about half an hour in yet. We haven't rolled a single dice.
Yeah.
So, on that note, let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment. As ever, deployment involves the most thinking in our world. It's the thinking phase. I don't like thinking phase. What have I done? Well, I've gone generally Black Ark stuff on this side, Canine stuff on that side. A little bit of a twist here in the middle. The protection of the hill for turn 1 against the shooty stuff opposite. And then the marching column to get across the table quickly and then redress the ranks to charge in. And the Witch Elves just run over and murder something. And the Hydra and the Manticore, I've got a bit of flexibility with the Manticore because it can fly, so it can go quite a lot of directions. And in theory, go either way round. Moog's deployment has been... it's been interesting because I think the way you put it was you've got a lovely little encampment to turtle in, but it makes a lot of choices, and you've got to. In some cases, your units are ranks. Your units deep.
Yeah.
So you've got warriors at the fold with cannon and gun on the right of them, crossbow and red 3 on the left of them.
Red 3.
And then in the middle, you've got your more special units ready to go whichever way you need to, depending on how stuff goes.
Seemed like a great idea, but with the complexity of movement in the old world, it's going to get kind of complex in here.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Your Thane's got with the hammers in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Is this... You got a runesmith in this unit. Is this the move through cover or the
That's
ward
the
save?
move through cover, and this is the ward save against
The ward save.
flaming.
Which is the banner of Did Not Charge Me?
The banner of Do Not Charge Me is this one.
That one. Okay. Excellent. I was afraid for a moment it was going to be the one facing the charging elves.
No, that was the one I put up. You know, I should have painted them different colours. Anyway, I've said it's that one, it's that one.
No, which one? Was it intended to be that one?
It was intended to be that one.
It's that one then. It's that one then.
No, it's going to sound really cheaty. Let's just
No,
keep it on
it's not sounding really cheaty. It doesn't sound really cheaty at all. It affects my plan. I'll have to kill the quarrelers with these and eat them with the Hydra. It's just the plans that we have. And then the miners, the dwarves in red, which was a link it took me a few to get. Didn't get that. Are in ambush, so they may turn up at the start of a turn. Don't think they turn up in turn 1. I have to check that. I think it's every turn after turn 1. Yeah. Right, so we have to dice off for first turn. I am still using the AOS Death dice because I think they work really well for my purple Dark Elves.
Artillery dice, it goes up to 10.
No. No. I get +1 because I finished dropping first. Best of luck, sir.
And to you.
No. 5 versus 1. I go first.
Yes, I think you do.
So, Dark Elves, turn 1. Okay, quickest turn ever. The only thing in the, I want to say strategy phase? Strategy phase! Was I rolled to see if I could keep control of the Willful Beast. It's a leadership test. If I fail, it's subject to frenzy. I didn't fail, it's not a Willful Beast. So the Hydra's gone right because the fire resistance thing's over there and it's got fiery breath, so it's going left. These guys have both marched out of range with their raised weapons. The Hydra's gone right to breed the fire. The Manticore has double flown for a march move to get close for next turn shenanigans. The Witch Elves have marched, and the Executioners have marched and gone this way to fill the gap left by the Hydra going that way. That's my turn! It's Darwy, turn 1. Okay, so we're at the end of the dwarf movement phase. There was nothing in the strategy phase. You may be fooled for thinking that the dwarves haven't moved at all, but in many cases, most of this army's marched.
Yeah.
So obviously, cannon has stayed still. So have the handgunners. So have the quarrelers. The quarrelers are the thunderers.
Yep.
Warriors have just moved, not wanting to get too close to the Hydra. The hammerers and the slayers moving up behind, basically to be sacrificial. Sacrificial warriors will run away, and then they'll get to have a chompy chomp at the big beasties.
That's the thinking.
Yeah. Then over here, this unit of warriors has moved up to support the quarrelers, and then the Ironbreakers can't quite fit through the gap at the moment, so they're going to come up in subsequent turns.
Yep.
Red 3, standing by, flirted with the idea of coming out here and shooting. Then we realised it can march and fire without penalty to its ballistic skill. And so why would it get this close? It is an annoying skirmishing little mosquito that will just annoy me for 6 straight turns.
Yep.
And it's very much going to do that because I haven't got any gun to take. I mean, if it comes within 12-inch range of these guys, it's getting it.
Yes.
Otherwise. Now, what Moog toyed with was bringing it over here and firing in and maybe trying to bait out the charge and fire and flee, but there's a decent risk of fleeing off the table, at which point it'd be peeling away from the Death Star, and I can't be any more use to you. It's all right, man, get clear. It's a thing, it's happening. Fortunately, you can get those in units of up to 6, so you can go nuts.
Yep.
Yes, Red 3 is escorting this part of the refugees from the Karak. You might call them an alliance of rebels.
Yeah, let's do that. Refugees? Yeah. Oh, yes, I suppose they are, aren't they? Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Or resistance. It could be a little bit more sort of later trilogy. Yeah. Resistance rather than... I don't know.
Karak Alderaan.
This requires... Karak Alderaan. Whoa, man, we are crossing the streams here. Anyway, right, so that's what's happened with all the moving. We are now going to go on to shooting. So, first off, we are firing the cannon, which is entrenched, which is why it's got crates in front of it. Okay, so we're aiming the cannonball here. That's the point on the battlefield that we're picking. We now roll an artillery dice to see how far forward the ball strikes the land. 8 inches. So 8 inches is on this guy's head. So that's where it lands on the ground. You roll another artillery. Oh, of course, you can use one of your re-rolls if you want to.
I might. Actually.
But you might get a misfire.
I might get a misfire. But it's got that rule that says I can re-roll a misfire. That's what I believe.
Yes, but also forget you can't re-roll a re-roll.
Yes.
So if this is this is your engineer using his re-roll and artillery dice. Okay. For 10. So it'll hit this guy on the head.
Well,
one of them, but then it'll bounce how far? 4 inches. So it'll hit everyone along that line.
Him.
Oh, actually, it's this way. Sorry, I've got the angle of that wrong. Sorry, it's the straight line angle. I was sort of, if you see, I was way offline of the angle here. It's, in fact, that's just to illustrate the point. It's straight line from the cannon to the point, and it's 10 inches further on from where the marker is, which puts it at the 30-inch mark. So actually, cannonball lands there.
No, that's fine.
So it's a bit... Sorry, I was coming over here, but that's not the right angle for the thingy. Sorry, I had a bit of parallax going on there. My apologies. So the cannon shoots long. Maybe it wasn't expecting the elves to be moving this quick. They are very nimble little pointy ears. Okay, now the Thunderers are opening up on the Black Hawk Corsairs on the hill. We're at long range, so ballistic skill 4. It's definitely 4, is it? It's not 3. I've not got that wrong. I assume it's 4, but it's worth...
I'm looking at a cannon at the minute. 1 second.
Checking.
Thunderers. Ballistic skill 3.
3. Ah, okay, so 4s goes to 5s because it's long range.
Yep.
Okay, so hit on 5s.
Okay, that's not good.
I can see a couple of dwarf heads, which are 6s, and a 5, that one. 5. Just realised these are really snazzy dice you've got, but they may not be great on camera.
No.
But, man, it's like I've got wonderful Skaven dice for AOS, but you can't see what they say at all on camera. So it's 3 hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 3, so 3 to wound. 2 wounds.
No, 1 wound.
1 wound. I've got light armour and a Sea Dragon cloak, so I'm -1.
2, I believe.
It's -1 as a standard for handguns.
Was it?
Let me see if I roll a 6, then we'll check it.
Yeah.
I don't roll the 6, you kill one. So we were both right. The handguns are naturally AP -1, but they're also Armour Bane 1. So on that roll of a 6, that was AP -2, killing the guy outright. Now we have a similar scenario here with 10 Quarrelers. which are naturally AP nothing, but armor bane 2.
Yep.
Okay, so 10 shots hitting on 5s because you're more than half range.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 3.
Yep.
Strength 4, toughness 3. 4. I can see another one. That orange one there. No. Yeah.
They're all orange.
I realised the futility of my words. Winning on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no armour. You kill 4.
Yep.
That would be enough to make me take a panic test, but we are frenzied, so immune to panic. Now, the gyrocopter has multiple shots D6 for the classic gun. For 4. It's move and shoot and quick shot, so it's no penalty for having moved, but it's more than half range and it's multiple shots. This is going to be -2.
So, hitting on 6s.
6s, yeah.
That's a 6.
6. Wounding on 3s. Strength 4, I think.
Yeah.
We can double check.
Yeah.
That's definitely a wound, and I have no armour.
Yep.
That's another dead witch. And that is the end of Dwarf Turn 1. They are set up to receive a charge, although my charge will be quite long bomb if I try and go for it now. I need to do some measuring. We've lost 25% of the witches and 1 of the corsairs. The dwarves are all still happy and dandy. Well, they're not that happy. They've been disturbed from their ale. They're very grumpy.
Very grumpy.
And the hold has been stolen from them, and they're still really, really miffed about that. And, right, Dark Elf, turn 2. Okay, so we're actually at the end of turn 2 now for Dark Elves, because this was mostly about the movement. So in the strategy phase, I passed my Willful Beast test to see if I keep control of the Manticore. I think I've decided. I had a do I eat the dragon egg quandary.
That was a whole discussion.
That was a whole discussion. I think I've decided the eating the egg is what he does when he loses control of the Manticore to see if he lives through the loss of control. Because he kept control, he's not eating the egg. So that's. I didn't need to make that decision. Over here, because the Black Ark Corsairs are open order, I got to make a free turn at the end of the move. So these guys have marched and then turned to receive a charge next turn, but because the dwarves have got a low movement, that might be a failed charge, but is likely to be a successful charge for me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that then blocked where these Corsairs were. So I did a turn on the hill, then a wheel, then a march, and then open order quick turn to get them here for next turn. So I'm not going to be in charge range next turn, but I am going to be in move forward and shoot with my handbow range next turn. I couldn't realistically get the Hydra into breath range this turn, so in the end it marched, but it only moved a couple of inches extra to get to the corner of that building, just to give these dwarves something to think about. The Manticore, I ummed and ahed about whether to charge a unit over here, see if it would break with terror and run off, or fly over here and use the breath weapon from the egg, which is a once per game, on one of these units. But I decided that whilst he's in control of the Manticore, he's going to show an element of restraint. He also wants to be fairly close to the Hydra so we can goad it into fighting better. So I'm keeping him there for position and countercharging next turn. It's strategy. I'm trying to be strategic. Over here, the Witch Elves march. They wheeled and moved a little bit. The Executioners used their free redress the ranks to change their frontage, then marched and wheeled to here. Again, I might be in easy charge range with that unit, but that's the unit that wants me to charge it, because I'm charging it removes my charge bonuses. So I'm quite happy if they charge me, because we're probably going on tired initiative anyway, because I'm an elf. And my initiative is basically higher.
Yep.
So, yeah, I am braced for charging next turn. I'm a little bit far out with the Witch Elves, but that's okay. I might get bombing runned over here, but the move's only 9. I don't think you can do it when you march. You'd have to check that. So maybe I'm a turn away from that disaster. It's all going to be about turn 3.
Yes.
It's all going to be about turn 3. However, let's see what the Dwarves do in their turn 2. Okay, we're going to start turn phase for Dwarves, and we need to see if the miners come on from ambush. On a 4+, they turn up.
Yes!
They turn up. They will move on in the compulsory movement step. And now we're on to movement, and we need to know if there are going to be any charges. But that hasn't been discussed or thought about yet, so...
No, it hasn't.
Camera go offy. And camera back on-y. And the charge is none. So it's a 7-inch distance to the Corsairs over here and a 7-inch distance over there. And I think the risk of it being a failed charge is too great. You need to get a 4 or more on one of the 2 dice in order to make it. And you don't want to take the chance. So
they're better at receiving a charge because of their banner. So
they
put you on the hesitation.
are indeed. I mean, if you were to charge me and I would get my extra rank of attacks at a higher initiative than you, that would be a win from Mike. So that's why I think that's absolutely the right thing
and over here,
to
I'm
do.
staying put because if I charge forward and even if I connect, I'm exposing my flank to your Hydra.
Also
not
true.
A good thing.
No, I mean I might even just stay put next turn and charge you with the Hydra, and then go off and do something else with the Corsairs. That's definitely a thing. It's
subject to my movement.
It's tactical, this.
Yeah.
Right, speaking of movement, remaining moves.
Yay!
No, compulsory moves. Then remaining moves.
Right, okay.
So, at the end of the movement phase, the miners have come on over here. They did want to come on there and move up to throw their blasting charges, but it were too close. You've got to be without 8 in order to do that. So they've decided to go there and threaten the flank of anyone who should charge the Quarrelers. The Warriors have repositioned slightly, and the Ironbreakers have moved up to make me make some choices with these guys because they want to be charged. And now I am in a target-rich environment, and there are 4 units to a combination of being charged and counter-charging, and yeah. So I have choices, and Moog is making me make the choices. Over here, we've had the Warriors moving up somewhat, but not too close. I might charge him next turn. I might move back and make him move to me. I don't know. We've got the Slayers for when the Warriors run away. The Warriors, of course, if they flee through the Slayers are unbreakable, so they won't panic. They'll just stay put.
They will.
They will indeed. Then we've got the Hammerers and the Thane moving up after the Thunderers redress the ranks to open that gap up for the Hammerers to get through. So these guys are now, the counters having moved, so if depending on which unit they shoot at, they might need 7+ to hit. The cannon has stayed put. Red 3 has stayed put. Did you think about Red 3? Or
I did not consider Red 3, but he will say, I think he's quite comfortable there.
Okay, Red 3 is standing put.
By.
Okay, standing by. Right, so, I mean, just look what he's wearing. Red 3, standing by. Right, shooting. Where are we going to start?
Let's start that at end and we'll move along the ranks.
It's cannon time. Okay, the cannon is aiming here. And artillery dice to see where it lands. 6
inches.
So 6 inches hits this first guy. Artillery dice for how far it bounces. 6 inches. So it looks like he's just going to go through the entire rank.
Yes.
Go through the entire rank. So that's 5 hits. Sorry, the entire file. Okay, I now need to look up the rule for lookout, sir, because that's my general you've just hit in the face with cannonball.
Oh, no!
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So on a 2+, one of the Corsairs will push him out of the way. Sycophantically, I'm sure. No? Okay, So you've hit my general in the face with a cannon, so do him separately. You hit him on... you wound him on a 2+, because strength 8.
Right. That is a 1.
That's a 1. Excellent. Happy with that. I am anyway. Because that could have killed him outright.
Nah.
Right, 4 more hits on the unit, or it's going to kill on 2s.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4 dead. I'll take that. I'll take it. Okay, so the Thunderers are going to fire at the same unit. The Veteran Thunderer will hit on 5 because he's got a better ballistic skill. which is a hit, and the others will hit on 6s because they're -2 having moved.
Yep.
So that's 2 hits.
6s.
The 6s to hit. Yep. You want 6s to wound for the armor.
You're right.
So 2 rolls to wound, please, sir. So 1 and a 4. The 4 is a wound. At -1, I saved the 6 from my Sea Dragon Cloak. No, kills another guy. Another guy, not both guys. You get to stay there. That's 5 out of 21, not quite 25% for a panic test.
No.
Now we have the clatter gun going into the executioners. D6 multiple shots.
That's 5.
For 5. It's -1 for multiple shots,
yep.
But the rest is no other minuses, so 5s. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s. No, 2 of them.
Yep.
It's -1, the clatter gun, isn't it?
Yes.
5 pluses become 6s. 2 executioners executed. Right, now the Quarrelers, all 10 firing at the Witch Elves, no ballistic skill penalties here. So the champion is hitting on a 3. Yes.
That's a 3.
And the remainder hitting on 4s.
Ooh,
that's a lot of 1s. And there's a 2 and a 3. So 3 hits.
Yay.
Strength 3, toughness, strength 4, toughness 3. So 3s. 1. I'll take that. No, don't fall over.
Which is AP2.
You're showing your MDF. How rude.
If it mattered.
Didn't. They got no armour.
No.
I mean, it says they've got no armour. They are literally wearing leg armour and shoulder armour, but no actual armour. But there's a lot of their actual torso where they keep their internal organs, their vital organs. They are entirely unarmoured.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No panic test because they're frenzied. No panic test there because they have the Pearl of Infinite Bleakness. Any guns? They just don't care.
No. Got out of range for that.
Is that all your shoots?
I think that is all my shoots.
Is that the end of your turn too?
I believe so.
Right. So, start of my turn 3. Can I keep control of the Manticore? I really want to keep control of the Manticore.
You've got an egg. Have the egg.
I do keep control of the Manticore. I wanted 9 or less. So I can do what I want with the Manticore. Which might be to charge. It might be to eat the egg. I need to have a think about whether or not I'm going to eat the egg. I've got more egg issues. So, we are in the movement phase. And charges have been declared. And reactions have been declared. The Witches are charging the Quarrelers. The Executioners are charging the Warriors and the Quarrelers. The Warriors are holding.
Yep.
The Quarrelers are going to stand and shoot the Witches. Now, I think I could, rules-wise, charge them first, and if they connect, it means you can't shoot the Witches, but I think that's just plain silly.
Yeah.
So, not doing that. So, we shoot against the Witches, and then charges to be done. So it's pretty much the same 10 shots we just did, except you're -1 for standing and shooting. No, you're Dwarven weapons, aren't you?
That's right, yep.
Yeah, so no -1 for standing and shooting. So it's a 3 on the champion. Nope. And 4s on the remainder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 killing on 3s. That's not cocked. That was a dead one.
Right.
That's 2 dead. Okay. Oh, I've just realised I forgot something in the which may affect that. We might need to. Hang on. Right. So we've just talked off camera, and it doesn't change anything. So I've revealed my assassin there. So obviously, I mean, if I don't make the charge, this is. But that wouldn't change where Moog would shoot at. So the shooting has been done, and I've moved the mods, but I need to keep them because they count to combat resolution. I'm going to get them back. Live retrieval of casualties. There we go. It was 2, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, so I leave them there for combat resolution. Now we need to roll. So the Witches first. Come on, ladies. Need a good roll. That's not a good roll. So they just stumble forward. That is a 7-inch charge, so anything but snake eyes. Anything but snake... Hang on. 3 and their movement is 8. Oh, yeah, definitely more than 8. They were further... Yes, that's... Yes. Right, anything but snake eyes. That is not snake eyes. Okay, so that's a 10-inch charge. Right, the end of the movement phase looks like this, and I'm actually going to get a shooting phase in a minute. So these Black Ark Corsairs have moved forward. They are the ones with the repeated hand bows. They're going to be able to shoot at something. These guys have moved backwards to make the counter charge from the warriors more difficult next turn. That Hydra is already perfectly positioned for flaming. It is going to sit there and flame and flame and flame until the dwarves run away or run towards me. The Beastmaster, after much thinking and gnashing of teeth, I have marched. I move forward, use a bunch of my move for one 90-degree turn, and then use my free 90-degree turn for being a monstrous creature, a ridden monstrous creature at the end of it to face the other way. I can potentially counter-charge either of those units next turn or move around and flame stuff. And I had a sickening realisation over here in that my Banner of Slaughter, which gives me plus D3 on the charge, won't count as having charged because of your Banner of Hesitation. So I don't know how that's going to go. We need to check the rules maybe, because I don't know if I don't know, with that being there, there's some reading of stuff to be done there. But first, I get a shooting phase, and I have 20 shots from this unit into the Thunderers. I'm not going to shoot the cannon because it's toughness 7, and I don't fancy my chances of wounding it. I'm going to charge that next turn instead and kill the crew in hand-to-hand. I'm going to see what I can do to those Thunderers with the shots. I'm more than half range and I'm multiple shots, so I'm hitting on 5s, but I got a lot of dice. 20 shots, hitting on 5s. 3 hits, 3 paltry hits. Strength 3, toughness 4, wounding on 5s. No! Thunk, thunk. Right, did nothing. Right, I'll set some on fire, it'll make me feel better. Okay, so the breath weapon, the fiery breath from the Hydra. 3 definitely hits. Hooray. And then there were 11 partials. They will be hit on 4+. One of whom is the Rune Priest, is hit. Would you care to make a lookout save for the Rune Priest, please? Rune Smith. Yes, so that just goes into the generic. And the rest of these hit on 4s. Okay, so these are the hits. These are strength 5, AP -1.
Oh, wow.
So wounding on 3s. It's the strength of the breath weapon is equal to the number of wounds the Hydra has left, which is 5 to the number of heads. I like it. A lot of its stuff works off the number of heads it has left.
Absolutely.
So that's 4 1s. So that's 5 with -1 save. So they've got, is it heavy armour and shields?
Heavy armour and shields.
So they're back down to 5s.
Oops.
2
dead.
3 dead. 3 kills 3. Not enough for a panic test. Okay, I was hoping for more out of 14. But you know, it's 3 dead ones. I've killed something now.
More are a different army, aren't they?
It's the first thing I've killed.
Oh no, they are Dark Elves.
What with the one
more?
For more?
No, for more, the weird sort of... we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
They are a thing.
Okay. Pick up your dice. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so now we come to the combat over here. So the assassin has issued a challenge, and it's been accepted by the champion, so he doesn't brutally murder the runesmith. First thing, so the assassin strikes first, so he goes at initiative 10. Now I'm taking my potion of strength to give me an extra 2 strength, so I'm currently strength 6.
Right.
The assassin has 3 attacks. He has hatred all enemies, so he gets to reroll his weapon skill 8. So he's going to hit you on no less than 3s. It won't be 2s because your weapon skill will be 4.
Okay.
So 3s with a reroll for hatred. No. Okay, 2. I'm strength 6, your toughness 4. So I'm going to wound you on 2s. I am murderous, so I'm re-rolling 1s. 6s will killing blow. Re-roll the 1s. So that's 2 at no AP. So heavy armor and shield, so he'll get 2 saves of 4+. 1 pass, 1 fail. How many wounds does he have?
I was just checking.
Probably 1. He's a unit champion, so he is killed.
I'm gone.
Right, next are the executioners on initiative 9. Base of 5, +3 for charging, +1 for elven reflexes. 2 are going into the quarrelers. There are then 4 going into the warriors, one of whom is the Dryach Master. Yep. So 2 into the quarrelers. Weapon skill 5, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. The Harganeth Greatswords are strength +2, so these are strength 6, wounding on 2s.
1.
That's 1 at -1. So that kills a quarreler. That's a quarreler. Kills a quarreler. Okay. Now 5 attacks into the warriors. Okay, hitting on 3s again because weapon skill 5. Strength 6, wounding on 2s. Okay, 1 is a cleaving blow, which just goes through, no armor, no regen, so that kills 1, I believe. And then 2 saves at minus... No, this is against the warriors now, not the quarrelers.
Oh, sorry.
We're done with quarrelers. So, yeah, 1 against the warriors, and then 2 saves at -1. So 2 saves of 5+.
Nada.
That 2 more die. So the Runesmith and the Warriors and the Quarrelers are all initiative 2. So we're going to do the Runesmith next. It's weapon skill 5, so it's going to hit them on 4. Unless you want to attack the assassin, because you are in base to base with him, you can hit the assassin. But he's weapon skill 8, so you're hitting him still on 4s.
I'll go at the assassin.
Okay, he's 2 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Okay, 2 hits.
Yep.
Strength is
4.
Toughness, I think, is 3. So wounding on.
Did you not?
Oh no! I've been in a challenge. You can't. I was in a challenge. You can't hit me this turn.
Okay.
Sorry. So that we count those against the unit.
Yeah.
So wounding on. It was strength 4. Did
Yeah.
we say wounding on 3s now?
1.
1 wound. No AP on that, or is there an AP?
Grumroll.
Okay, save of a 6. Yes. Right. So. You've lost 4, so out of the 10 for the 2 ranks that can fight back, and the 1 guy is already 4, that's 5 that have come out, so there should be 5 guys who can attack back. So that's 5 attacks. Hitting on 4s, because your weapon skill won't be higher than 5.
Yep. That doesn't.
2. Strength?
Strength, I believe, 3.
Okay, so if it is 3, it's forced to wound. It probably is, that's the standard number.
Yeah, I'll just double check.
Just consulting the electronic tome of checkiness.
Just 3.
So forced to wound.
2
2.
wounds.
Any natural AP for the weapon?
No natural AP for the weapon,
Okay.
but it is flaming.
Your forge rule doesn't kick in. The flaming doesn't do anything to me.
No.
So I get my 5+ armor save, which both fail. So I lose 2, which is enough to break my rank, which will take a rank bonus off me. And then you've got 3 quarrelers who are in base to base who can fight back.
Yep.
They'll be hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s as well. 2, and then another 2. 1 save of 5+. No, that kills a 3rd. We're now into combat resolution, and we'll have to work out how the rune of slowiness affects my standard of killiness. Right, so a lot of consulting of rules and dice and maths and FAQs and rewatching footage later. Short version, this is a draw. Because we realised that we'd been forgetting parry for hand, weapon and shield, so we went back and checked the footage. It didn't make any difference on the casualties. They were still the casualties. The Dark Elves killed 5, a banner, close order with a unit strength of more than 10, and 1 rank. The Dwarves, nearly said Dwarven, the Dwarves killed 3. Banner, 2 ranks, 1 for close order, more than 10, and you outnumber me for the press of bodies rule, or whatever it's called, which is we're tied on 8, because the rule for the rune of not slowing,
hesitation.
The rune of hesitation, the way that's worded, I do not count as having charged for any special rules I have. Now, it's a little ambiguous whether it refers to the unit or the weapons, but we decided it made more sense that it's the unit that's hesitating, and the Banner of Slaughter only adds D3 on turns in which you charge. So I would have had an extra D3 to my result, but I don't. So that's a draw. I'm going to get charged to the side.
Yes, you are.
And it's all, so that's a draw. Dwarf turn 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've had 2 turns so far, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Dwarf turn 3. So nothing happened in the strategy phase, and there is only 1 charge to declare. The Ironbreakers are charging into the Executioners of Harganath, for which they need to roll more than 0. That is more than 0. And I don't like the chances of those Executioners. Right, remaining moves. So at the end of the movement phase, it looks like this. The Miners have moved, ready to throw their blasting charges at the Witch Elves. Quarrelers have obviously stayed still. Red 3, was that intentional?
Yeah, we'll leave them there now.
Okay, so Red 3 is staying put. And the Ironbreakers, we know, charged in here. The Slayers have turned on the spot. These warriors have stayed put. They're not going anywhere near that Hydra. They know better than that.
Yeah.
The Hammerers have marched to get a charge for next turn, making me think about what I've done. The Thunderers stayed put. They did contemplate moving, but the -2 to hit is just too much of a minus. And the Cannon has also stayed put. So we are on to the shooting. And as with previous turns, we are starting with the Cannon. We're aiming here and rolling an artillery dice.
That is a 6.
6. By eye, it puts it about here. Let's measure it. Yeah,
yep.
Puts it on his head. Are you happy with that, or are you going to re-roll?
I'm happy with it landing on the Bannerman's head.
Okay, second roll.
That is a
misfire.
It's dead, doesn't it?
Well, it would stop dead, and I think just hit him, which we can check that. But the rune on the cannon lets you re-roll a misfire. You don't have to use your engineer to do that. 8.
That will do it.
So that will hit 4.
Yep.
That will hit 4. Strength 8 -2. So that will 4 dice.
Do you want to look at the general, or are you just going to
the general's not been hit. The cannonball flew past him and hit that guy first.
Oh, is that your general?
That's the general.
You cunning. I normally stick him in the middle of the unit.
Well, he's in the front rank. There's 3 command models. They have to go in the front rank.
Yeah.
As well.
No, that's fine.
And it was just easier to because these are on the round to, because these are painted for AOS for Age of Thingy, for Siege of Excelsis, and they may go on square bases after that. I don't know. So yeah, he just went on the corner.
Okay, that's fine. My thing was on a corner when I had him in the thingy unit, so it's fine. Yeah, it's just me not thinking.
All right, okay, so 4 dice.
They all look the same.
Killing on 2. How very dare you? 4 dice killing on 2s.
Oh, yeah, that's 4 dead.
So that kills 4. And I need to make a panic test. I'm electing not to use the cold-blooded standard on the basis I think I'll need it more later, and there's no negative to this. It's just a leadership test. Famous last words. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Right. Thunderers. Where are they going to go?
Thunderers are going to go into...
So you could force a panic test with this unit if you manage to kill 4 with this unit.
Yeah.
They've already panicked. You're not going to make them any more panicked. You're just going to take
historically, I've not been very good with these. I've used the reroll on the cannon from the rune.
Yes.
And I've not used the engineer.
So you can use the engineer's ability, which I think is reroll 1s, I think?
Yes.
I'll
double check that.
We'll check that.
Yeah. So
which unit are you going to target, do you think?
Yeah, I'll go with that. I mean, they've not moved, have they?
No, they've not. And they're going to be hitting on full hittiness. Yep. Okay, so it lets you re-roll 1s. So the champion first, hitting on a 3.
Yep. Nope.
No, so 2. Anything but a 2.
Yeah.
And then these are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Well, there's 2 1s, so re-roll those. Convert one of them, so that's 3 hitting on strength 4, wounding on 3s. 2 at -1. Saves of 6. No, 2 dead. Now, red 3 is standing by. I'm going to fire at the witches. Now, technically, models that fly have to land at the end of their movement phase and therefore couldn't shoot through the quarrelers which are in a combat. But we've had a chat about this. We are perfectly both very happy that that is hovering and can shoot over the top. So it's going to shoot over the top.
Yep.
D6 times. For 2
times.
Hitting on 5s.
Oh.
No.
Well, it might as well just, be
indeed
behind the quarrelers there.
Yes, indeed. But nothing died for a better reason than anything else. Right, so I'm assuming you don't want to throw your blasting charges at the
No, yeah, of course I will.
Okay.
Sole purpose of you.
Okay. Right, blasting charges are a 6-inch ranged weapon with quick shot, so moving doesn't, there's no minus to having moved. 6-inch range and more than 3 away, so it's just -1 for moving.
Yep.
So, 3s. I can't even talk. Ballistic skill 3.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s.
Sounds about right.
2. Strength 3, -1 with armor bane, but not that the armor bane is going to make any difference. Oops. Okay, you blow up a witch elf with what basically amounts to a hand grenade. The reason I got distracted because you moved, and it occurred to me what you could have done is redress the ranks to move out and get more shots. But it only just occurred. That's what made my brain do the sideways thing during redressing the ranks. I think I'm learning today that it's much more of a thing than I'd considered it to be in any previous game.
Yeah. In my head, they could fire 2 ranks deep, but I'm not entirely sure why I thought that.
Maybe it's because in theory they're lobbing them over the top. Maybe that was what was going on there.
Yeah, if you use them in Warhammer Total War, they certainly go and lob.
That's probably why you were thinking that, because you've seen a visual representation of them doing that.
When they don't do that. Yep. Yeah. Okay, we'll blame that.
Okay, so we're on to the combat phase. The Canet Assassin has issued another challenge. Our take on it is that this can be accepted by any champion in any of the unit involved, and has been accepted by this champion over here, so we've moved them in base to base. They would be fighting the whole frontage of the side of the unit, so they would have 3 models to attack, so we've juggled stuff around accordingly. The Canet Assassin strikes first, he is initiative 10. Then the Ironbreakers, having charged, are initiative 5, which is the same as the Executioners, so they will go simultaneously. So the Assassin has eternal hatred, so the hatred applies in this round as well. The Elven Reflexes rule, which would give me +1 initiative, only applies in the first round of combat. This is an ongoing combat that they have joined, so my take on this is that the other elves don't get it, otherwise they would be going higher than the Ironbreakers. Right, so weapon skill 8 versus weapon skill, did you say 5? So hitting on 3s with a reroll for hatred. That's 3 hits. My strength's 4, your toughness is 4.
Yes.
Wounding on 4s. Murderous means I reroll 1s, but 6 is killing blow. So, killed outright.
Okay.
Hang on. So those, what's 1 wound, 1 not wound. You've got full plate, I think. Is it full plate?
Full plate, yeah.
Full plate and shields.
And a ward save.
And a ward save. Right. Okay. So.
If it's a non-magical attack.
It is a non-magical attack.
Yeah, in which case you've got a ward save 6.
Right, okay, so we'll do that in a second. So make an armour save for this. I can't remember. I think parry caps out at 3+. We might need to check that. Doesn't matter, you passed on more than 3+. We don't have to check. So you just need to make your ward save for the killing blow. 6 will save him.
Nope.
No. So he is killed by the assassin, but there is no overkill going on there.
Yep.
So the Ironbreakers can attack with 3 models that are in base to base. Weapon skill is both 5s, so they're hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 3. 3s to wound. At AP -1, so 2 saves of 6+. Finally make a save. Kills a guy. Now it's the Executioners. I'm going to make this simple. All the Executioners are going that way. We realised after the last combat round that we missed a couple of attacks here because the front rank should be getting extra attacks as long as they're within their movement. So we did catch that, but it was sufficiently far on to not go back with it. Right, so these 4 are going against the Quarrelers. The other guys are going against the Warriors. So the 4 against the Quarrelers are hitting on 3s. So our weapon skill is higher. That's 3 hits. Strength 6, wounding on 2s. So 2 at -2. Have they got heavy armour? Just heavy armour?
Just heavy armour and shields.
And shields. Are they? Yes. So you get a save of. Oh, hang on. So are they using hand, weapon, and shields?
Yes. So they get parry.
So they get parry. So they get 2 saves of 5+, which we also missed last time. Okay. No. So that kills 2. So a bit of confusion there. We were talking slightly cross purposes. We were attacking the Quarrelers, who, whilst they do have hand weapons, don't have shields. So that parry conversation, missed that. So apologies for that, Mr. Moogsar. Right, so those 4 guys have attacked the Quarrelers. Right, the remaining guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, and an extra attack for the Drachi Master. 13 attacks. 13 attacks. Weapon skill 5, hitting on 3s. Gravity-defying dice there. It's very hot and sticky in here. Strength 6, toughness 4, wounding on 2s with cleave. So those are just... There's no ward save for these guys, is there?
No.
So those 2 are just dead. That's a fail. These are 6, 7, 8. That's 8 at -2. So with your parry, that's down to 5s. Right, so I can see 2 saves there and 6 dead. Right, the Runesmith, and there's 1 warrior eligible to attack back. So the Runesmith hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 3. 1 wound, and that's Armor Bane 2 because of his Forge rule, so that kills 1. Oh, hang on. Technically, so if I think it's that guy dies and he shuffles along, I think. And then the 1 warrior hits, doesn't wound. Okay, now you took the casualties from this end, didn't you? With the thing. So you've got the 2 who are, you got 3 in base to base because 2 then the corner, and then these 2 are in the fighting rank and within their movement distance. These guys are in the fighting rank, but they're outside of their movement distance. So these guys can have a maximum of 1 attack each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weapon skill 3 hitting on 4s. Yeah. It might be weapon skill 4, but either way I'm 5, so it's hitting on 4s. Strength 3, toughness 3, 4s. 1 save of 5+. Yes. Right, maths time. Okay, so the numbers have been crunched, the maths are in, and yeah, so the Dark Elves killed 11. A total of killed 11. 2 Quarrelers, 8 Warriors, and 1 Ironbreaker.
Yep.
They've also got a rank, a standard, and their close order with a unit strength of more than 10. The Dwarves killed 2, flank attack, standard, unit strength of more than 10 and close order. And 2 other things that were really legitimate when we said them a minute ago.
Yes,
and a rank bonus.
Yep.
Highest rank bonus. Did I say flank attack?
You might have said that earlier, but that's definitely a thing.
All right. Kill 2. Flank attack. Flag. Ranks. Close sword. And you still collectively outnumber me. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 14-7. So the dwarves lose by 7. The Ironbreakers are electing to use their stubborn rule to just fall back in good order. The other 2 units will have to test. So the warriors, they need Snake Eyes for a complete pass. 9 or less to fall back in good order. More than 9 is super bad. So that is a flee. That's a flee result. The Quarrelers. That's fall back in good order. Yep. I'm going to attempt to pursue the warriors. So we now resolve all of these and see where we end up. So these guys have fallen back in good order. We have the movement trace scenery conundrum there, so we've managed that as best we can. These guys have fallen back in good order here, got as far as the scenery and stopped. We're treating that as actual scenery rather than scatter terrain that we can move on the basis that it's on fire.
Yeah.
So we've realised that Red 3 will need to take a panic test. So that's a 2d6 against its leadership.
Ooh.
Which it fails.
Oh dear.
And is going to fly directly away 2d3 inches. Is it resolute? Well, roll it and we'll see how high the number is. Whether we need to check. The number is 7, so we don't need to check, I don't think.
Nope.
So it'll end up here. Because it'll keep on moving through the immovable terrain with its fly keyword, with its fly rule.
Yeah. And
end up there, but it's running away still. It's panicked.
Yeah.
So it will be going to the way. I don't know why my brain has to work that way, but it's going to the way. And then they fall back 2d6 inches, -1 for resolute.
Oh, that's not good.
So it's gonna go 5. I am pursuing. I make it 6, so I run them down.
Yep.
And I end up 5 further forward. And I will attempt to reform, which I pass, so I can reform 5 inches further away. And we end up here after the reform. I contemplated changing my shape, but decided not to. I suppose I could always do that, being drilled if I really want to. And I captured a standard, which will potentially make a difference to the end of the game.
Yep.
As we go on to Dark Elf turn 4. So, start of Dark Elf turn 4. I need to see if I can tame the Willful Beast. Because I really don't want to charge those Slayers, because they are the one thing on the board that are the easiest thing to kill me. So, I really want to pass this. I pass this. Right then, the strategy phase. I ate the egg because I've worked out what the point of the egg is. Because the egg is a strength 4 blast weapon. Oh, strength 4 breath weapon. Oh, it's not that great. Ignores armor saves. So he's going to eat the egg, fly over here and breathe on those hammerers, which contains your general. And then I may shoot at them with other stuff, may not. These guys are just going to hang back for a little while. I've decided that the beast handlers can only keep the Hydra in check for 1 turn. I can't make it stand there and breathe indefinitely, so it's going to charge. So there will be a terror test required there. And the witches are going to charge the miners who are going to stand and shoot. So first up, terror test, please, for the warriors.
Straight leadership test?
They can use the general's leadership because they're in his command range.
Yeah.
That is a pass. You may choose to enter a hold response, should you wish.
I will do that.
Okay. Right. Charging. 6 plus 3 is 9. -2 for the obstacle in the way is 7. That's in. So we've got blasting charges being thrown over here.
Yep.
-1 for standing and shooting, but not -1 for range. So 5s.
That's not great.
2. Strength 3. No, none. How far do I charge? 9. So bit of wheeling and then going straight forward. So after wheeling and closing the door, they end up here. Right, now the Executioner's charging the Iron Breakers. We've added up where the models are, and the majority are on the flank. So it is a flank charge. That's a total of 9 inches. We'll go through the same process. And they end up here. Now we're on to remaining moves. So I end up here. It's all very far away. I mean, it's definitely all happening over this side of the table. So I think I'm going to come around.
Generally, that is how it happens with dwarves.
Well, quite. You need some cavalry or something. So the Manticore has ended up here to breathe with the Dragon Egg Noxious Breath over there. The Corsairs have moved up to do shooting at close range. But as Moose pointed out, they're going to get grape shotted next turn. But, well. And these guys have moved forward a little bit for next turn to see what happens therein. So it's mostly shooting and stuff over here to resolve now. Okay, the Noxious Breath hits 4 fully and 3 partially. One of the full hits is your general, so we'll deal with that in a second. The partials are hit on 4 pluses. They're all hit. Do you want to look out, sir, for your general?
Yeah, let's do that.
For one of them.
Is that 2 dice, 1 dice?
Just 1 dice, see 1 hit.
Oh, sorry.
So it's fine. So these are all against the unit. Strength 4, toughness 4, no armour saves allowed. That is 5. Do you have any ward saves or regen or anything on that unit?
I don't think so. Oh, do I?
It's the question. So no ward save, so that killed 5. Are they immune to psychology?
No, they are not.
So that will be a panic test using the Thane's leadership. Which they pass.
Yep.
So 5 casualties. Ouch. Now we have 20 shots into the Thunderers from the Corsairs. We've only got the minus for multiple shots, so these are hitting on 4s. Strength 3 wounding on 5s. 4 saves, no AP. They have heavy armour, I assume?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 5 ups. No, it kills 4 of them. Oh, man. And that is going to be a panic test for them using the General's leadership of 10. Which is a pass. Right, now we're on to the fight phase. So the Warriors need to take a fear test against the Hydra, except, no, they don't, because the Warriors' unit strength is higher than the fear-causing unit, so it doesn't need to test. The Beastmaster Handlers have an initiative of 8, so they are going first. Weapon skill 4 versus are you 3 or 4 in that unit? So it's either 3s or 4s. So that's a definite miss and a definite hit.
What are they? Dwarf warriors? 3s.
3s.
Oh, 4s, sorry.
4. Okay. Strength 3 wounding on 5s. Nope, nothing from the Beast Handlers. Now the Hydra has 2 attacks with its Wicked Claws. Weapon skill 4 versus 4, so wound. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Strength 5, wounding on a 3. Yes, 1 at -2. So you're sword and board, aren't you?
Yep.
So you got 5+ for parry.
Yep. That's not one of them.
No, so that's 1. And then 5 attacks with the serrated maws, the 5 heads.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. So that's 1. Wounding on 3, because strength 5. That's an armor bane 1. Multiple wounds 2, so you save a 4+.
Ooh,
yes. Yep. So that is shields coming into great effect there. I have killed 1. I will get stomp attacks if I'm still alive in a moment. So now it's all your attacks. So the Rune Priest has 2. Smith.
Yeah.
Smith. The Rune Smith has 2 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. No, he's hitting on 3s because he's weapon skill 5.
Yep. 1 hit.
Toughness is. We need to. Yes, toughness is 5.
Oops, sorry. 3. Or 3.
Strength 4 versus 3s, no.
Nope.
Right, so now it will be 2 ranks deep, except there's one guy that died and there's one guy that's just already fought, so it's 8. 8 attacks, one of which is a champion, so you'll get an extra attack, so it's 9 attacks. So hitting on 4s because the weapon skills are tied.
Okay, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. So there's that.
Okay.
And that one. 4.
Toughness 5. So wounding on 4, 5s or 6s? What's the strength?
Strength is 3.
So it's wounding on 6s then. Okay, but those are armor bane 2 because of the Forge Master rule.
Yep.
I need to see if they hit the monster handlers or the Hydra. 3 pluses hit the monster. So that kills a handler and does damage to the Hydra, which I regen on a 5+, which I don't regen. So I lose a handler and take a wound. So now at the end, I have my stomp attacks, D3 hits at strength 5. I'm a behemoth, so this is a thunder stomp, so the AP is -2. So 2 at -2, so 2 saves of 5+ again. 1 pass will fail, so I kill another one. So I kill 2. And that's my lot.
I've killed 1 and delivered a wound.
You've done 2 wounds. You've got a banner for 3. You've got 2 ranks for 4, 5.
Yep.
Your close order for 6. And you outnumber me for 7. So you've beaten me by 5.
Okay.
Large target, extra attacks, regeneration, stomp, terror. I don't think I've got anything else. I think I've basically just smacked off you. Leadership, 8 or less for the beast handlers, -5. So it's within my leadership. So I fall back in good order. Now, this is going to cause some panic tests. So they've been beaten from combat, so they may panic, but they don't. They also may panic, but they don't. We're going to fall back 5 inches, which means we're going to end up going through the Corsairs before we rally, because we're falling back in good order. So we end up on the other side of the Corsairs. That is bad for the Corsairs. They don't have to take another panic test for being fled through because they've just taken one. So the warrior's pursuing 2d6 -1 for 9, 8, which will definitely contact the warrior, the Corsairs, and I believe you have to wheel to get most into base-to-base contact, so we'll do that. And they end up here. Okay. That's Hydras. I thought he'd eat more. Right, first off, over here we have the Death Hag with multiple weapons and charging. She's going on initiative 10 with 5 attacks, weapon skill 6. Hitting on 3s, and she has hatred all enemies. So I hit you 4 times.
Yep.
Strength 4, toughness 4, running on 4s. No.
Oh.
Ironically, if I'd only used 1 hand weapon, I'd be re-rolling those ones. But I'm not, so I'm not. So, yeah.
Oh, that's not what I expected to happen.
So that's just the Death Hag.
Oh, okay.
Now the witches. Right, 19 attacks from the remaining witches. Weapon skill 4s, so hitting on 4s. With frenzy and 2 hand weapons. Also poison attacks. So those are poison hits. I do hate a lot of things. Well, I mean all high elves, but not you. I don't hate you. So these are going to strength 4, toughness 3, wound on 5s.
Yep.
So there's 3 wounds there. These are poison, so it's +2 to wounds. So these will wound on 3s. So that's 6 saves. What do miners have, armor-wise?
Just heavy, I think.
Do they have heavy? Being miners?
Yeah.
Heavy, okay, 5+. 6 saves and 5+. 2 pass, 4 die.
Yep.
So 4 of the rest get to return fire, as it were. So 5 of the guys have great weapons. I didn't realise these were great weapons. So strength 4s to hit. That's 1
3.
miss. Oh, no, that's a 3. Sorry, you are quite right. Strength 5, so killing on 2s. 2 dead. Okay, now you have a steam drill. So the steam drill is strength plus 3, AP minus 3, strikes last. I mean, you said something else, but it wasn't relevant. I can't remember. What was the other rule it got?
Oh, what was it? Requires 2 hands.
Requires 2
so
hands.
I can't use a shield. None of them got shields.
Okay. So 2 attacks, hitting on 4s.
That's a 1.
Also killing on a 2.
Get it bin.
Killing on a 2. Okay, so I got 4. I charged. Hang on. 4 plus 1 for my banner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But she has 2 wounds, so that's a unit strength of 10.
Yep.
So extra 1 for that. I have a banner. I don't have any extra ranks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And I outnumber you. So I get 4 pluses. You killed 3. You've got a banner. You're close order, but not as enough to. You're not more than 10. I think that's it. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so.
So I won by 4. Okay, so it's leadership minus 4. So that's 8. So that's 4 back in good order.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because your leadership's 9.
Oh, yeah.
You've rolled an 8.
Yep.
So you're going to fall back in good order. This is where the restraint might come into it. Not restraint. Is it restraint?
Resolute.
Resolute. So roll 2d6, and we pick the highest. The highest is 5, minus 1, 4. Is that 4? I think that's going to clip the table edge, I think.
It is.
Is that guy going to clip the table edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ironically, if I killed 1 more, then I'd been all right.
Yeah.
I am going to pursue, because I'm frenzied, I can't restrain. 6, so I'm off the table as well. I will come on there in the compulsory move, or at the start. I'll come on there in my next turn.
Yeah.
Do the quarrelers panic? Oh my god, they do. They go to. So the witches are here, so they go directly away. They pivot and go directly away. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 1, 7, but they're going to go through the terrain and off the table. No, these are solid terrain. They're going to stop at this terrain.
So they can't go anywhere, but they are panicked.
They can't go anywhere, but they are panicked. So they're going to end up sort of here.
Yeah.
And oops. Here and panicked. No, so I had that wrong. If you come into contact with impassable terrain, you stop, pivot, and then move around it by the shortest route possible. We've put these into 2 ranks just to make this a little bit easier because we think that makes sense. Technically, they should go out there and maybe clip those guys, but if they're running, there's no reason why they're going to hold that formation. So, yeah, that makes sense to us. Okay. Right, now we come to this combat. The Canate Assassin is first. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling because he hates everything. Strength is 4, wounding on 4s. He's only using 1-hand weapon, so murderous is a thing. Right, that's a killing blow. Do these guys have the ward save?
Yeah, they do.
So he gets the ward save of 6+ against that?
Yep. That's a 6.
Yes! The Rune of Protection protects. The other... I didn't see what they were. I think one was a pass, one was a fail. So 1 save, we've just checked the parry rule and it caps at 3+, which, grumble, shouldn't cap. But, yeah, that's a save. So the assassin kills nothing. Right, the remaining guys, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. One of which is the champion. Weapon skill 5. Are these weapon skill 5? I think they are. Let me roll. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm going to find out for the sake of interest.
Oh, yes. Yes, weapon skill 5, so it was 4s. Strength 6, toughness 4, so winning on 2s. Murderous doesn't count because I'm not using a hand weapon. That is a cleaving blow, so that one is ward save or die.
What is it?
Not this time. And these are both -1. So these are 4+ saves for these two. Failed 2. Right, now that is significant because that's your entire frontage. You can't fight 2 ranks deep from the side,
Nope.
so you don't have any attacks.
Oh.
Because you had a front, you were 3 on there. Normally, you haven't got a champion in that unit anymore to make their way through because he got assassinated.
He did.
So I think that's it. Let's just check some stuff. So we think that's right. And combat resolution, the dwarves get a rank, close order 10 unit strength, and a standard. The elves killed 3. Banner, outnumber, rank, standard, close order, and the banner of slaughter gives an extra D3 on the charge for 1. So that is 5, 9 plays 3. So it's leadership -9. Although, you've already used your shield wall rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you used stubborn, not shield wall.
Shield. Flank. So it's in the flank. Why would I get a shield charge against shield wall against the flank?
Okay. All right.
It makes sense to me, even if
Okay. What's their leadership?
9, 10.
Hopefully 10.
9.
9.
Nope.
That's a flee. So they're going to flee 2d6 directly away from me. I'm going to pursue. So that's 6 -1.
5.
It's 5. And I pursue 5.
Yep.
I catch them and run them down.
Cool.
The Slayers would need to take a panic test, but they're Slayers.
Yep.
And then do I get to reform at the end of it? I do. That's the end of Dark Elf turn 3. That was brutal. The Quarrelers and the Copter are both running.
Yep.
The Miners have fled off the board. The Ironbreakers have been run down. Not so bad over here. The Slayers now have no one they can charge. Probably. We need to measure some angles. But the Warriors are in combat over here with the Corsairs. The Hydra's been driven off. I think there's definitely something to play for on this flank over here. As we go into Dwarf turn 3. Right, we're at the rally step. Which one are we doing first? Red 3 or the Quarrelers?
Red 3.
Red 3, okay. He passes. He gets to make his normal move.
I'll turn him around and think about that later.
Okay, and the Quarrelers also pass. They're both back in the game.
Cool.
Right, now we need to think about charges and stuff. 4, I meant turn 4. Turn 4. Right, no charges. We're at the end of the movement phase. The Hammerers are lining up for a charge next turn on the Corsairs. The Slayers have turned around to go into the side of the Manticore. They're basically playing keep away with the Manticore. But I might lose control of the Manticore and be forced to charge something, which then anchors it in place. And of course, I've eaten the egg, so there's no second egg to do. So he's basically needs to be in combat next turn. Quarrelers are here, and Red 3 is lining up for the shots over here on these guys. It looks like the Dwarves are going heavier on this flank. This is where things are more fragile. Okay, so shooting. Do we know where we're starting?
Let's go along the line.
Okay, right. You're definitely sure you want to do grape shot. You can't. I know you said it earlier, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. You can.
No. Grape shot sounds fun.
Okay, so it's an artillery dice worth of auto hits.
Oh,
that's a misfire,
but I can
but
reroll
you
that.
can reroll that because of your rune on the cannon.
Yeah. That's also a misfire.
That's also a misfire. Okay, so
it's not great.
You can't reroll the reroll, so to roll on the black powder misfire table, anything but a 1.
It's not a 1.
3, malfunction. It can be righted, but it will take time. The crew immediately lose 1 wound, and it fails to shoot this turn and cannot shoot before the end of the next round. But you've got the special rune that means it can shoot before the end of the next round.
Yep.
So you lose a wound. No, it's not a crewman. It's a wound off
something else I'm thinking
off the cannon. Right, now we have the Thunderers. The champion hits on a 3.
Yep. 3.
The others hit on 4s.
That don't.
So that's 4 in total. Strength 4, toughness 3, 3s. No, none. Okay. It's almost as good as my Death Hag. That's about the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So that happened.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right, we got more shooting over here. Where are we going first?
Well, we're going along the lines of the Quarrelers.
Quarrelers. Okay, so you've got 7 shots. The champion will hit on a 5.
Yeah.
Because ballistic goes better.
That's
no, the other guys will hit on 6s because the count's having moved. 2.
Minutes.
Strength 4. Wounding on 3s.
Wow.
Man. D6
these
shots
dice, man.
with the classic. Yeah, I mean, I've had those dice for ages, and before the game I said to me, do you know what, mate? You can have these. I'm never going to use them. They're really cool with your army.
Yeah, now I know why you're not ever going to use them. I think you've used them before.
I have not. I have not. But I mean, they're your dice, man. They must hate you.
Oh, God, I'm going to get... Oh, Joe can have them.
D6 shots with the clatter gun. Come on, nice big fat 6.
Right.
5. That'll do. That'll do. 5's to hit. 1. Wounding on a 3.
Yeah.
Save of a 6. No. Okay. Kills a guy.
I did something!
Woohoo! Right, now we come to this combat. So from last turn, the warriors overran into the corsairs, so count as charging. So they're at +3 initiative. So the bulk of this is tied at initiative 5, but my master, my Black Ark Fleet Master, has strikes first, so he will be going first. There's 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hits twice, strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. He is murderous, so rerolls the 1. So 3 saves, no AP. So 3 saves to 3+. That's 3 passed. So my armour doesn't get any better because I didn't kill anyone. Right, the rest of it is simultaneous. Should we, seeing as we've started on the Dark Elves, should we carry on with the Dark Elves?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so these have 2 hand weapons. So there's a champion with an extra attack and 3 other guys in the front rank. And then the second rank, because I was charged. Weapon skill 4 versus 4. Hitting on 4s. Strength 3, toughness 4, winning on 5s. 3 saves, that was a 6. 3 saves at 3+, no AP. He failed 2, so 2 die, but this is all simultaneous. So 2 die. So the Rune Smith is next. I will stop saying priest eventually. Rune Smith. He's weapon skill 5, I believe, so he's hitting on 3s.
Yep,
1 hit. Strength 4, winning on a 3. With AP naturally 1, so that kills 1. Then you've got 2 champion guy, 2 attacks from the champion and 3 other guys. They're all the same stat line. Hitting on 4s. Strength 3, toughness 3, wounding on 4s.
I'll do.
And so the 6 is...
The six is 8 is...
So the Forge Fires rule that the
Armor
Bane. Rune Smith confers on the unit is Armor Bane 2, so that kills a guy. The other 2 I will get my light armor saves of 6+, which I fail, so that's 3 more die. Okay, so this is absolutely a win for the Dwarves. You killed 4. Standard, close order, outnumber, rank. You get a total of 8. I killed 2, and I have a standard. I am open order. So you get 8 to my 3. I lose by 5. I am going to use my cold-blooded banner, so roll an extra dice and discard the highest on my test. So that's 8, which means I am going to fall back in good order.
Okay.
However, do they panic? No. Does the Hydra panic? No. But I am going to flee through it. Are you pursuing me?
Yes.
Okay, so I flee 5 inches. I'm going to run through the Hydra. We are playing Leapfrog, the Hydra and the Corsairs. So the Corsairs end up here. 2d6 -1 to pursue. 7 -1 is 6. So you're in combat with the Hydra again. And counters charging 3 inches next turn. Hey! Right, do I retain control of the Manticore? Yes, but I'm going to charge anyway, so it's a touch moot. But I'm also going to goad the Manticore for D3 extra attacks and then declare some charges. So the Corsairs are going to charge the Thunderers and the Cannon.
Okay.
Yes. So Thunderers... Oh, actually, I have to declare all the charges first. Of course I do. The Executioners of Harganath are going to charge the Quarrelers.
Okay.
They are all my charges declared. Oh, no. Did I say what the Manticore was charging? Like five seconds ago.
You did not say what the Manticore was
The Manticore is charging the Hammerers.
Okay.
Okay. Are the Hammerers immune to psychology?
No.
So they will have to take a terror test.
Okay.
The others you may choose.
How to respond.
I don't know if the cannon can stand and shoot. We'll have to check that. Maybe grape shot.
Very surprised if it doesn't.
Maybe it can grape shot. So, no, the cannon is cumbersome and cannot stand and shoot. The Thunderers are going to stand and shoot. The Quarrelers are going to stand and shoot. The Hammerers are going to attempt to hold but must pass a terror test. Please don't fail this. You haven't failed it. That's almost perfect. Jolly good. Right, shoots. Okay, standing and shooting. Nothing died over here, and 1 Corsair was killed over here. So the Corsairs... 6 + 5 is 11. They make it in.
Yep.
The Manticore has Swift Stride, so 4 plus is fly of 9 is 11. He makes it in. Right, this one is the long bomb over here. Need a big number. 5 + 5 is 10. That might be enough. And after charges, we end up here. The line of Thunderers and Cannon Crew. The Manticore over here. Then the... because it needed quite a big wheel, there's not an awful lot in base-to-base contact over there. It looks a bit weird, but that's the way you're meant to do it. And then just the remaining moves. So I think these guys are going to try and line themselves up for a flank charge next turn if it goes that far. And at the end of the movement, I end up here with turn, march, pass my test to march close to the enemy, and then quick turn for open formation. Right. So now on to combat. Which to do first? Well, we've been starting at this side and moving across, so let's continue in that vein, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. This turn 5. Sorry, I haven't turned over the giant, squishy Warhammer World dice. Right, so because this vehicle this cannon is entrenched, which is what we were using the crates to represent, it counts as being behind a low linear obstacle. I've charged something behind a low linear obstacle, which means it counts as a disordered charge, so I don't get the initiative bonus. But as it happened, Elf v Dwarf, my initiative is higher than yours anyway. So I'm going to end up with 4 guys attacking the cannon crew, and 6 guys attacking the Thunderers, one of whom is the champion. So my initiative is 5, yours is 2.
Yep.
So the 4 guys attacking the cannon crew will hit. Is the cannon crew weapon skill 4 or 3? Let's just check these, because it will matter. So these guys are all weapon skill 3, so I will be hitting on good. So 4 hitting on 3s. Strength 3, toughness 4, wounding on 5s. Now, 1 save. Do the crew have armour?
I believe they might have light or something strange. Light armour, yes.
Light armour, okay, so 1 save of 6+.
Nope.
Okay, so one crew member dies. Now, interestingly, of course, it was the cannon that lost a wound earlier, and now it's a crew member that dies. So those are not cumulative. Right, there are 6 guys against the Thunderers, one of whom is the champion, hitting on 3s. 4 hits, wounding on 5s. 2 saves of, I think it's heavy armour for the Thunderers. 2 saves of 5+.
Neither.
No, 2 Thunderers killed. Okay, so attacks back. You've got 2 crew and 4 Thunderers. Are they all the same stat line? I think they are.
Let me just double check whether the Thunderers gets an extra attack.
Double checking. Yeah, it's all the same stat line. So it's 6 attacks hitting on 4s. 3.
Yep.
Strength 3, toughness 3.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. 1 save of 6+ for light armour. No, so I lose a guy. So resolution there. I've got a... How many did I get? I got 1 crew and... Was it 2 Quarrel Thunderers? They've gone. So I got 3 for casualties, 1 for standard, 1 for rank 5, and I outnumber you 6. I'm not close quarter, so I get 6.
Mm-hmm.
You get 1. And a standard 2.
And a standard 2, yeah.
So you've lost by 4. So it's separate tests for the cannon and for the Thunderers. I don't know if the engineer does anything for the cannon. Let's roll it and then see if that makes a difference. So the cannon, 9. So that's 4 back in good order.
Yep.
Thunderers, 7 minus 4. So that's also a 4 back in good order. So they're both 4 back in good order. I will pursue.
Okay.
So this bit was super complicated with 4 back in good orders and follow-ups and scenery and interaction and so on. The net result is the cannon only fell back an inch because of the Dwarven special rule and it being a war machine, and so it was caught by the Corsairs moving up, so they're re-engaged and the Thunderers are out of combat by an inch for next turn. Right, moving across, we're coming here next. Because it's just we get to this one first if we're going totally left to right. So fear test is a thing you don't need to make because you outnumber me.
Yep.
So initiative wise, it's going to be, well, you count as having charged, so you're +3. Let me check my initiatives. Right, the Beast Handler is initiative 5 with Elven reflexes, and as are all the Dwarves. So they are simultaneous, and then the Hydra is last.
With weapon skill 5.
Runesmith with weapon skill 5. Hitting on 3s. 1. Wounding on 6.
Nope.
Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks from warriors because you count as having charged.
I've got a champ in that.
Yes, but there's 4 guys who can attack, one of whom is the champ.
Okay.
So it's 4 attacks. It's the weight of numbers that's going to win it for you. 2 hits. Toughness is 5, so wounding on 5, 6s.
That's a wound.
But that's an armor bane of 2. So whoever it hits will take the wound from it. That hits the Hydra. Hydra has a save of 5+, so that goes straight through because it's armor bane 2, but I do regen on a 5+, which I do. So that counts for combat resolution.
Right.
But not, I don't lose the wound from it. So let's just put a markery dice back here for that. So my Beast Handler was simultaneous. So that's a hit on a 4. Wounds on a 5. Nope. Right, I get 2 Wicked Claw attacks. 1 hit. No wound because Strength 5 versus Toughness 4 needs 3s. And then I have 5 Force-rated more attacks because I've lost a head. Hitting on 4s with 2. Strength 5, winning on 3s. 2 at no AP. So 3s to save with parry. Yep. Yeah, that is doing some work for you. Okay, then I stomp D3 times for 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Thunder Stomp is AP -2 because I'm a Behemoth. So that's 3 at -2. So 5s.
Ooh.
Okay, that is some cracking Gromil, Jeremy.
No, you're not getting these dice.
Cracking. Oh, your tune's changed. Okay, right. So you did me a wound. You've got a rank. I'm just using the dice as markers now. Wound, rank, outnumber, close order, standard. I did nothing. So I lost by 5.
Right. What are you going to do about that?
Oh, I'm going to roll some dice and everything will be absolutely fine because I'm going to roll really low.
Yeah, that's not really low.
That's not, no, that's an actual flea. So are you going to pursue me?
No.
No? Okay, if you catch me, you'll run me down and kill me.
Even that thing?
Yep.
All right, yeah, okay.
Basically stab it in the bum.
Yeah.
In the head and bum.
Yeah, okay.
But are these guys panicked by it? No, they were expecting it to happen. Do I have Swift Stride? Immune to psychology, large target, monster handlers, terror. No, so I run 4 inches. And you pursue me 2d6 -1.
Anything for a 5 up. That's not a 5
That's
up.
3. -1 is a 2. I run 4. Oh, man. And it ends up here.
Joe, you're getting these dice.
Okay, please to be making a fear test for the Thunderers because I do.
We fear nothing.
Except a Manticore. You are at -1 to hit me.
I was almost guaranteed to fail at the moment.
At the moment you said it. Okay, so I've got some strikes first. Ah! Right, the High Beastmaster has 3 attacks with his Cavalry Spear, whose stat is not on the page. He has his weapon skill. Oh, I've just remembered. I challenge you. I remember now.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure.
With your general or a champion?
No, with my general.
With your general.
Yes.
Splendid. Okay. What's his weapon skill? Mine is 7.
That's a good question.
You might need the book.
I might need the book.
Okay, so his weapon skill is 6. So I'm hitting on 3s with my Cavalry Spear. 2 hits. Strength is 5 with my Cavalry Spear. Toughness?
Toughness of him is 5.
So 4s. 1 at -1.
Okay.
Has he got full plate and shield? Is that what he's got?
Yep.
And he hasn't got a double-handed weapon. No, he's got a magic weapon, hasn't he?
Yep.
So full plate and shield. So
a 1.
1. So that is a fail. That's 1 wound taken.
Yep.
Does he have a ward save or anything?
I don't think.
Did you give him one with a magic item?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. Right. So the Manticore. So we checked, and he took 2 runes of shielding, so he has a 5-up ward save against that. So that may vanish. Yes, his runes shielded him good. Remove the dice. He's not wounded. Okay, right. The Manticore must make 1 attack with its venomous tail. It strikes first, initiative 10, which misses because my weapon skill is lower than yours. Mine's 5. Yours is 6. Right, I goaded the Manticore earlier for D3 extra attacks. Plus 3. So, hitting on 4s. Nope. Okay. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
I do get some stomp attacks, but they are very much later. Okay, it's your turn to hit me.
Can I turn around and hit you now?
Yeah, you can turn around and hit me.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has 3 attacks back. Weapon skill is 6, so hitting on 4s. Mm-hmm. That's 1 hit. Strength is 4. My toughness is 4.
That's not enough.
That's not a wound. Okay, then I have stomp attacks. Now, stomp attacks, I believe, go against the unit, not in a challenge. Otherwise, you just end up standing on your opponent's characters.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits from stomp attacks. Strength 5, wounding on 3s at -2 to your save. They've got full plate and no shield, so 6s.
That's not 6s.
No, so that's 2 of the unit die.
Yep.
Right. You've got a standard. Ah, I forgot I feared you. Never mind. I don't know. I don't think that'll have made any difference. So you've got a standard. You didn't do any wounds. I did 2 wounds and a rear attack. You're close order, but you're not outnumbering me. So I get a total of 4. You get a total of 1. You lose by 3.
Okay.
Is that right? Let's check that. So we were just checking to see if there was anything about being able to hit a large target, even if it was in a challenge, and there's not. So yeah, killed 2, and attacked in the rear is a total of 4. The hammerers and the general got 1 for the standard, so you've lost by 3. But because the Manticore causes terror, it's an additional -1 to the result. If it had been a draw, the -1 wouldn't apply. So it's leadership -4.
There's a special rule. We'll go gloss over it for now, but there is a special rule for the Royal Guard.
Oh right, no, let's check it. Okay, so the Royal Guard rule is that the hammerers were in a position to be able to accept the challenge. We've discussed going back and redo, and he said no, it's the honour of the Thane. He's accepted the challenge, and the others won't intercede when he's done that. So that stays as is. So it is a leadership test at -4.
That's not good.
That's 10. So you are going to flee 2d6 -1, and I'm going to pursue with Swift Stride. That's 3. Get you?
Yep.
Man. Then the Manticore passed his test to reform and is facing the Slayers. Then we come over here. First to attack is the Assassin. Hates you. Hits 3 times. Wounding on 4s. Murderous reroll. So that's 1 dead and 2 saves.
2 saves. Yep. 1 saved.
Yep. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because they are within an inch. They are within their movement range. 7 hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Killing on 2s. 3 dead. No, it's not 3 dead. It's 3. Roll the save for this one. It's definitely 2 dead. Right, I now need to check. Yep, it was 2 dead because it was -1. It wasn't Armour Bane. So that's 4 attacks back with the Quarrelers. They all get to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 4s.
1.
Wounding on a 4.
No.
No. Oh dear, I charged. So 1 for the banner, the banner of slaughter. An extra 1 for my banner and a rank and close order, and I outnumber you. And I killed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you've got 1 for your banner, so you've lost by 7.
Right.
So that is fall back in good order, but you're gonna fall back as far as the building.
Yeah.
And then I'm stepping up to follow into you, so you've got to back up to the building, and then we're going to carry on.
Yep.
So they end up here. We remembered we hadn't brought the Witch Elves back on in the compulsory movement phase, so we moved them on. And that's the end of Dark Elf turn 5, and that swung a lot. Let's see what the Dwarves can do in their turn 5. Right, so we've just been discussing strategy and the art of the possible, and how to bring this back to being closer. And I think there's something in it still. There's definitely something in it. So what we're thinking is the warriors will charge and run down the fleeing Hydra.
Yep.
They'd hopefully reform and be out of the charge flank for the for those Corsairs and can charge them the following turn.
It's on a dice roll though.
It is on a dice. Oh, it's all dice roll. Ace is all dice roll. Unfortunately, there's no way the Slayers are going to get into that Manticore this turn, but they will position for next turn, and they are the only legitimate target of the Manticore. That's who the Manticore's going after. That's going to be a fight next turn. Not much can happen over here. I suppose you can charge the Engineer in and the Quarrelers in. That's something you could do.
Well, the Engineer might have a great weapon, but I'll check that in a second.
So that's something you can do.
Yep.
This is just going to carry on and run. But this, you can bombing run the witches and stay out of their front arc. So for 2 turns, you might be able to whittle them down enough. The difficulty is going to be there's about 500 points in that unit, and if you can't get that, there's a lot of points to leave there, and it looks like they're going to be untouched. Yeah. But that is very much the plan. Is that the plan?
That sounds like a plan.
That's the plan. Right, so it's a little more complicated than I thought it was. So a fleeing unit must declare flee as a charge response. So I'm fleeing 7 inches. You need a total of 9 to catch me because you're 2 away.
That's not 9.
That's not 9, that's 5. It's not a failed charge, so you do move 5 inches. Right, so we end up here. You could redirect the charge if I'd been in your front arc, but I'm not. So that's where that ends up. That's the only charge, so it's remaining moves now. Mm-hmm. Right, the Engineer charged over here and made it in, couldn't fail. These guys have turned to face the Manticore next turn for an epic Slayer Manticore off. Maybe they will meet their doom.
Possibly.
And then Red 3 has flown over the witches and will drop his payload on them. And it's D6 also hits, is it?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's D6 also hits at strength 3.
2.
For 2. Okay, killing on 4s. 2 dead. Okay, now we're in the shooting phase. Do you want to break with tradition and start here with the clatter gun?
I think it's the only shooting I've got. They're out of combat, aren't they?
Well, did you not charge them in? Well, you're not going to charge them in. You can't shoot. You can shoot the Manticore. You can always choose a large target over intervening models, so you can shoot the Manticore.
Feels cheesy. No,
or you can No, but it's huge. Look at the size of it. You put your guns up at the big thing in the air. It's rearing up.
Yeah, but they're the bigger the threat.
You can't shoot them. They're in combat. You can charge them. We go back and do that.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay, they charge in. They can't fail the charge. It's an inch away.
Yeah.
So they make it in. Okay, so it is the only shooting.
Yeah.
So it's clatter gun time. D6 shots. For 5.
That's a reasonable result.
Hitting on 5s. 1, 2, 3. Strength was 4, killing on 3s. 2. 2 more. So they've lost 4, but they're still immune to panic because they are frenzied.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I think you might be able to whittle it. Oh, it's... Okay, so we're starting the combat over here. We've got the 2 cannon crew, the Engineer with a great weapon who was charged, so he's +2 to his initiative because he was 2 away, but that's only going to go as high as 3, so he's still not before the Elves. And here, initiative 2 +1 is 3, still not before the Elves. So it's Elves first. We're going to do 3 into cannon crew, 2 into Engineer, and then 5 into Thunderers. 2 into cannon crew. 2 hits. Winning on 5s. 1 light armor save on a cannon crew.
Nope.
No. 1 cannon crew dies. The Engineer, I'm going to assume is weapon skill 4 or more, so I need 4s. We'll check it in a second. That is 2 hits. He'd need to be weapon skill 10 to be more than that.
Yeah, he's weapon skill 4. Yeah.
Weapon skill 4. Okay, so that's 2 hits. His toughness is it 4 or 5?
His toughness is 4.
4. Okay, so 5 to wound. Oh, 2 wounds. What's he got? Heavy armour. Fails.
Yep.
Both.
2 wounds. 2 wounds. Dead.
Man. Then 5 attacks into the quarrel. The other ones. Winning on 5s. Oh man, my dice. 2 saves of 5+.
Nope.
2 more dead. So, didn't think the attacks back were going to do much. I didn't turn the camera on, but did kill one. So, I did 5 wounds, and I have a standard is 6. I no longer have another rank because of that one you killed. You have a standard and did a wound, so it's -4. I outnumber you, so it's -5. 2 leadership tests -5. Cannon first. That's a fall back in good order. And then the Thunderers, that's also a fall back in good order. So you basically, I will pursue. So we move back a couple of inches again. Right, we did this off camera. We expected a wipeout, but there is 1 guy left. The number of 1s rolled then was immense. So we fell back, hit the building, stayed put. That will carry on till it is a wipeout one way or the other. And that's the end. That's the end of Dwarf Turn 5 as we go on. Oh, that's been being funny.
Yeah.
You're laughing?
Yeah.
As we go on to Dark Elf Turn 5, does the Hydra rally? Nope. Keeps on running. 7 inches. So, charges. You pass your terror test as I declare my charge. I absolutely make it in with Swift Strider and all sorts of stuff, and schmack.
What terror test?
Exactly. You had to take one, but you passed it automatically. Right, remaining stuff. So at the end of the movement phase in Dark Elf Turn 6, these have turned around and ready to charge him next turn, and because for some inexplicable reason he's landed.
Yeah.
But he'll fly away again in a minute. Oh yes, he will. These guys have moved round for a next turn fight. Here's where the fun is. But we will build up to that, and we will resolve the... Do you know what? Let's do these off camera. So predictably, these last couple of gunners and crewmen did not stand a chance. The elves reforming to in the bask in the glow of victory. Now we come over here. So first is the High Beastmaster with his 3 attacks at strikes first. Weapon skill is 7. Weapon skill of your unit is less than 7.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting.
Alright, strength is 5 with my cavalry spear, so winning on 3s. 2 wounds at -1. I don't believe Slayers wear armour.
No, I don't believe they do.
So I imagine that that's 2 dead.
Yep. But, you know, that's what they wanted. So.
That's what they wanted. Right, then the Manticore's Poison Tail, the 1 attack for that strikes first. His weapon skill is 5. What is their weapon skill?
Weapon skill of a Slayer is 4.
Okay, so that is a hit. It's poison, so it's going to be +2 to wound. So that is a wound. That kills another. Now, the Manticore was goaded for an extra D3 for an extra 3. So it's going to get a total of 6 attacks with its Wicked Claws. Is it Wicked Claws? Wicked Claws. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So that's 3 more dead. Right. Now it's all the attacks back from the Slayers, including the Dragon Slayer in there.
Slayer, yep.
Okay, so where are we going to start?
Let's start with the Dragon Slayer first. Let me just find him.
Right, so first we have a Giant Slayer with 2 hand weapons. He's higher in the initiative order.
Yep.
So how many attacks does he have?
1 second.
The Giant Slayer has 3 attacks. He's going to hit on 4s.
Yep. That is a...
Do they have hatred or anything?
They do have hatred.
Hatred all enemies?
No. Hatred of orcs and goblins.
Ah.
Neither.
No, okay. They don't have hatred or characters. That was the... Oh, we had hatred or characters. The guy who was... Yeah, we missed that.
Yeah, these guys get death blows, by the way.
Right, so they each inflict a strength 3 hit, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Right, let's roll that now because that happens in that initiative order. So that's 6 strength 3 hits. I'm only toughness 4, so he's going to wound on 5s.
Yeah, 1.
1, okay. 5 plus save. Then I have a ward of 5 plus. Yes. Right, so that Giant Slayer didn't do anything.
Yep.
The rest of these are initiative 1. So there's a Troll Slayer, a Giant Slayer, and a Dragon Slayer walked into a bar.
Yeah.
So the Troll Slayer, let's do him first. Let's work up.
Yeah. So he's got 1 attack. Weapon skill 4.
Is hitting on a 4?
That's not a 4.
No, man. The Giant Slayer.
Giant Slayer's weapon skill 5.
It's 2 attacks, though, we had earlier.
Yes.
So that's 2 hits. What's his base strength?
Base strength is 4.
With the great weapon, so that's 6. So you're going to wound on 2s.
Oh, it tried.
So that's 2 wounds. So that's going to do... Hang on. That's the great weapon's AP minus 2, I believe. Yep. So that's going to go through my heavy armour. So my ward save gets better the higher strength you are. So I have 2 ward saves of 4 plus. Pass 1, fail 1. So that's a wound taken. I have 7 remaining. Right, now the Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer as a character.
Okay, so the Dragon Slayer has how many attacks?
3.
3. He's going to hit on 4s because his weapon skill is lower than mine. That is 2 hits. He's going to wound on 2s because his strength is way high. Ward save of 4 plus, which I pass.
Yep.
Okay. I win, but it doesn't matter because you're unbreakable. You give ground.
Yep.
I follow up.
Yep.
So what happens? So end of movement phase. Wasn't possible to run down the Hydra. It was too far away, so just reformed. Red 3. Getting out of charge range of everything. It's going to harry them and shoot them to bits. So shooting happened now.
Yep. Might as well. That's
5. Come on. Hitting on 5s. You can do this.
No, I can't.
2. Killing on 3s.
1.
Kills 1. Just the command group left. Now we come to the combat over here. This is the final combat of the game. We are on turn 6, aren't we?
Alright.
Well, I don't think I turned the dice over. We are on turn 6,
yes.
yeah. Okay, the High Beastmaster. 3 attacks in on 3s. 2 hits. The Cavalry Spear strength does not count in this round. So wounding on 4s. 1 wound. No save. So it kills the Troll Slayer.
Yep.
The Manticore's initiative is a number that I need to look up. Manticore's initiative 5. Plus the Stinging Tail is strikes first, which will hit on a 3. No. Then the remainder of the Manticore's attacks will hit on 3s. Wound on a 3. No.
Death blow.
Death blow. Wound on a 5.
Not that.
No. Okay. Right, so let's see if you can do some better dice. I'm willing you to kill this Manticore. Alright, so the Giant Slayer with 2 hand weapons, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on... What's his strength? Is it 5? Or is it 4?
4.
Alright, so it's 4s to wound then. I'm toughness 4, but you can never go lower than 4s to wound.
Watch me.
So that's 1. 1. Save of 5 up. No. Ward save of 5 up because your strength's 4. So that's another wound. Right, now Giant Slayer with Great Weapon.
Yep.
So he's 2 attacks in on 4s. No. Dragon Slayer, last dice roll of the game. 3 attacks in on 4s. Come on!
That's a bit better.
Right, he can do this. Wounding on 2s.
He's going to try not to.
Ward save 4+. Of course I do. It's a draw, actually. 1 each. Oh, man. Right. Let's add up some points just for the...
just for the lol.
Just for the giggles. So with our second thoughts, we decided not to add up the victory points because I've just started doing it and realised that most of my units... I've not lost enough for their points to be... I've got, there's a fair number of deados, but there's a lot of whole units of the dwarf and
pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely
adding insult to injury, I think. And both insults and injuries go in the book.
Yeah, well, quite. And I think what is going to happen here is these dwarves, these warriors are going to form a fighting retreat, and Red 3 is going to cover their withdrawal back to the main mining party and the rest of the...
I'd say that,
yeah, that's exactly what happens. Well, everyone converges on these slayers to try and murder those, and they go out in a blaze of glory. They don't fall back. They tear up elves and manticores and corsairs and
so what
everything.
You're saying is, actually, I win.
Morally, yes. Morally, entirely, you do. So, okay, I hadn't... That swang.
Yeah, it did.
I felt like I was sort of smashing off a brick wall in turn 2 and 3, and I wasn't going to...
It went resoundingly the other way.
It did. It did. What are your thoughts? What...
Well, I'm thinking you can have these back, and I mean, I could take one outside and execute it to encourage the others.
How did you find the game? Because I was really hoping you were going to win this because your first game, and I was. This is the opposite of good. I've kind of curb stomped you, and I feel bad.
Yeah, it is what it is. No, I love the game. It's got an element that Age of Sigmar just doesn't have, and that's the rank and flank, which I love. And having to think about positioning 2 or 3 turns ahead, it's on a different level.
You don't just have to think about how to exterminate a unit.
Yeah. Once you've exterminated it, are you going to expose yourself to a charge in the back?
Yeah, exactly. It's not about point and click. It's longer term stuff, and you were unlucky here in the later terms. If you'd have run that down, then turn around, you'd have taken out my general and that unit.
Quite possibly. Yeah.
Quite possibly. Your dice there were woeful. You absolutely should have killed that manticore, and that could have gone slightly differently. Could have evened it up a bit more, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Game. Yep.
And yet, I'm looking around, and you haven't got any of my standards either, and
no.
I mean, I won just on standards.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what I stopped writing down. I was like, I thought this was a lot closer when I said let's add it up. It's already dead. Oh dear. Well,
no, I had fun. That was good fun.
Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I think I've played with all 3 flavours now of the Dark Elves, and I think I will be mixing them up a bit more. I think this one was a bit bad. Then again, so the Corsairs did nothing really.
Yeah, they were a bit.
Run away, die a lot. I mean, okay, I eventually got through those other guys. The thing that the Manticore did a bit of work on your general. Your general was so unlucky running away and getting run down. Yeah. It's the K-Knights that did the work. Yeah. I was thinking, why is that a 400-point unit? I can see why that is a 400-point unit.
Yeah.
But also, it's the combination of buffs I gave it. The Banner of Slaughter for 40 points and the Pearl of Infinite Bleakness to make them immune to panic. They were good buffs. And the 120-point Assassin in the unit as well made that a total steam train.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to chop through rank and file infantry, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah. I didn't really get a lot of incoming fight from elite infantry. If, for example, if the Slayers had charged into them, they'd have absolutely cut them a new one.
Yeah.
So I was lucky. Maybe the positioning was where, I don't know.
No, I think you're right. The positioning did it because I turtled myself here, and then I found with trying to manoeuvre, I was getting myself snarled up in my other units, so I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do. But that's the way. That's the luck of the draw and my poor positioning.
Well, I mean, there's so many factors. This game can really.
That's why I love it.
Really swing, and it is down to the dice, and you can fail big or win big, but it's not such a guarantee. If you fail big, it, like you say, it might open you up for the following turn, and yeah. So
unlike Age of Sigmar, it's just not big characters fighting each other. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we did a big character off, and we kind of bounced off each other, and it was other factors that led to the resolution of that. That game. So I love your dwarf army. It was terrifying to behold. Honestly was. I mean, they were all toughness 4. My normal stuff was just bouncing off it. I got so lucky with the fleeing rolls. So much more of your stuff ran away than should have done. It should have held me up for much longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at my runes on what I'm choosing.
And this is your first game with these. I've done a few games with the Dark Elves now, so I've gone, right, I need a bit of this, I need a bit of that. And hopefully you want to play again, because that was massive. That was massive fun. That was lots of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a campaign or something like that.
Oh yes, and when I eventually get my Chaos Army done, it'll be sort of Northern Waste, and we'll try and do like a snowboard, and it'll be epic.
Armoured thugs battering the hell out of each other.
Oh yes, looking forward to it. Well, on that happy note, thank you all for watching. A shout out to all my channel members and Patreons and supporters. You guys are awesome. Your ongoing support is all warmly appreciated. If you're interested in supporting me, check out the description of the video below. I don't know why I'm pointing, because I don't know if it is below. Maybe it's the description of the video.
It's somewhere.
It says there's things in there to how to do that if you want to. If you want to, the biggest thing is if you want to see my bat reps early, they go on to channel members, level 2 channel members, before they go on to the general public. So this will be watchable for channel members like 2 days after it's been filmed. It's queued up to go live. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you all, supporters.
That's what you're all about.
Thank you. Well, it is. Big thank you to Moog for coming down and playing. And thank you to you at home for watching. On that note, say bye, Moog.
Bye, Moog.
Bye.